Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. Glad you're with us tonight. 3 big hours live from Los Angeles and an incredible show. We have so many special new pieces. It feels a little bit like What's New Wednesday because there is just that much brand new, really incredible pieces you're going to love. We actually have a couple pieces I want to highlight as always because there are pieces we've never seen before, like a pink diaspora for the gentleman. We have not had one yet. We have one tonight for you. We also have the big hit last night. If you were with me, you know about this. We had an Ametrine ring. I got a little crazy on the price tag for International Women's Day. Well, we had, Yvette was actually the one who said, do you have anything in an earring? We not only have an earring to match, it is the perfect match. We got busy today. So we've got a beautiful earring. So anybody who picked up that Ametrine yesterday, last night, if you're going, what Ametrine, we'll bring it back because we've got a couple more that we made for you. But also, thanks to Yvette, we made some gorgeous matching earrings that are going to be really specialty priced as well so that we can get you the whole set. And it does not get much better than matching Ametrine. So we'll bring those out when probably about the bottom of this hour. So we won't make you wait too long to see those Ametrine earrings. And they are, again, exact matching. So we love that. But also, how about this? The very best Imperial topaz I've ever seen. And we've had some really good ones. I've got the best. It's just hands down. I think it's going to be tough to top ever when we see the quality that we have, not to mention there's a brand new Cashmere Sapphire. It is GIA certified. Also have you guys in the mood for a really important tanzanite earring. We've been going through them like crazy, all these big drops. There's a reason they're going. It's because the value is so good. So we're going to see a brand new pair. $17.77 is the carat weight. We love those. Also, how about this? A large champagne diamond is brand new. We're actually going to bring you around. It's a 2 carat 22. It sounds kind of lucky to me. So a 222 champagne diamond. It's in a round. It's a fabulous classic mounting. That's here. So that's just a little bit of a sampling. You're going to see incredible pieces throughout the evening. We've got aquamarine at Sierra Santa Maria, one of our best there. How about this? We had the emerald cut tanzanite last night. I've got an Asher cut tonight. So we're going to see a really good size. You know, Asher cuts have usually been, typically they've been a little bit more in the larger size category, like 8 to 10 and greater than that. We're actually going to see a 4 carat. So I think it's going to work for a lot of people who want something really wearable in an Asher cut, blue wing black D. So we have that on the way for you. And what else? Aqua, Alexandrite, really affordable blue topaz pendants. So all of that is happening in this next few hours together. So if you have a request, you can always get those in. We're happy to help you out. Plus, there's even an opal wheel. And speaking of opals, we're actually going to start the show. You know, I have to start with what I deem is one of the bigger values of the entire night. Well, I have something here for you that is, I promise you, it's got to be a mistake. If you hear screaming and yelling coming from the back of the studio over my microphone, it's probably management realizing that mistake happened because it is unlike any value I've ever seen. You ready to see it? So we're going to reward, and as we always do, it's a special welcome to our early birds who are right here, ready to go, usually who understand and know that there's going to be a big value to start our show off right. So let's take a look at it, and oh my goodness, look at this cool stone, and it's a lightning ridge black opal, no less. It's item number 9579. So a very important stone. It's massive in size. We're not just talking about the carat weight. Obviously, it's going to bring you a big carat weight, but you never know with opals, right? Sometimes they can look really large, but they're not going to have all that much carat weight. This one does. It's actually a 171 on the Australian lightning ridge black opal, but it doesn't stop there. And how about this? Almost. Now, I don't know. I always think about this, and I always think of it as a swan. I don't know if anybody else feels that on this designer mounting, but I love it. And if you love a lot of gold weight, this is going to be it. It's a 171. It's got 11 points in diamonds that are both pave right along the edges there on the sides, but also scattered. Scattered there on the burnishing on those outer scallop details there. So there's bigger and smaller, and you can wear it, you know, one of two ways. You can have the point going up or down, but this is really that intense, beautiful base color that is really almost a midnight blue, kind of a purple blue color to start. And then you have so much red, so much of that bright green coming through as well. And how about a really special opportunity? White gold only, it stays. Well, that should give us one hint that it's going to be an incredible value. It's going to stay in the white gold, which is really pretty with the contrast of the deeper, darker tonal colors of that stone. But also, let's take a look at it on, because this is going to show you, for being a carat 71, that's already a big size, but it's going to look even larger than that, being that it is indeed an opal. So how about we get one color ready to go on these phone lines? And again, big value to start. We'll keep them going all night. You're going to be in for a major treat. If you love to see some of the better values we've ever had, this is the night to be with us, and I mean it. We've got so many specialty items, but the price tags could not be better, and it is a lot of brand new, which a lot of people might think, oh, well, that should be more money. It's not. We're going to show you right now what should be $29.99 for that size. It's not going to be anywhere near it. Come on in. You want a good opal, you want a great opal, you want better than best, because you got the really bright reds that are so tough to see, and yet this wash of color that instead of pinfire or mosaic, it's really beautiful. I wouldn't say watercolor here because it's not pastels, but almost that beautiful blended swath of color that goes over the stone and really through it. And it's not going to be $29 or $19.99. We only have one. Oh, yeah, we're going to make it $999 to start the show off right. I've got a Patriotic piece coming up next. I've got, more slices, but they're not diamond slices. They're different. We've never had these before either. And even a golden quartz is back, where it's the pure 24 karat gold running through a quartz stone. That's here too. We haven't had any new ones in a long time. They've been sold out for a while. So we'll bring those to you and a lot more. And of course, if you have anything you're looking for, Jess, would you like this opal? You got it. Congratulations. So here's the Patriotic piece, but instead of being over the top, like we've seen the stars and the flags, which are great, but this is more, I would say even more modern here, because it's going to be that really cool effect where it's like geometry, a little bit of that stack style, but diagonal. So you still have the rubies, the diamonds, the sapphires. We've got a total weight put together on 9827, and one more thing, it's 18 karat solid gold. So 9827 is giving you that upgrade in the gold, and with a wider band. It's one thing to do 18 karat gold when it's just a little bit of gold, but this is that wider band style. So you're getting a lot of really important gold weight there and important gold purity, but also tallied up 93 points in the rubies and the diamonds and the sapphires, done in this really cool staggered formation in this wider band ring. And we are going to give you a huge value. It is white gold only. It does have to stay as it is, so keep that in mind. But we're going to make it really, really affordable here for you. And I love the idea of, again, not just for necessarily the patriotic holidays, obviously it'd be perfect for that, but if you want to wear it every single day, feel free, because look at how pretty it is on the hand. I'll just center it up for you. So you really see that halfway around, and then when you see it from a distance, even prettier. I think the way the formation looks, where it's just that really, gosh, really pretty diamonds in the middle there, and then that little staggered effect, but everything, every stone in the ring is a diamond cut round brilliance. So excited about this one. And a $54.99 piece, it's not going to be. Let's make sure it goes really quickly, just like they all will. I need one caller on the lines. We're going to get things out really quickly tonight because of the values that are happening. Let's make it even easier than $54.99. How about $999? And I love that it brings you, oh yeah, an under gallery as well. So that detailed designer under gallery with all that gold built in, more 18 karat gold for you. And that one's only $999 for that band. And look at the thickness on it. It's got a lot of the 18K. We're not talking about a lightweight tinny ring here. We're talking about done right, as any good designer will do. And then how about those sapphire slices? We're going to bring you, yes, sapphires, all the different colors too. And then I may not be able to wait much longer until we show you that Imperial that I'm deeming the best we've ever had, which is really saying something, because we've had our fair share of those really beautiful pinky stones as opposed to just yellow or golden or orange. We're going to bring you the ultimate. And so good, we put in pink diamonds with it. So I'm really excited about it. So yes. And then how about that gold quartz? We're going to see who's got this one. It looks like we're verifying right now on the wider band, $999. Huge value there, and that is sold. Congratulations. So here's our brand new of the quartz that we see. I know that I love to, hold these up a little bit at a proper angle here so you can really see the sheen off of that really solid pure gold that's going to run through it. So instead of talking about 14 karat or 18 karat, that would be the ring itself. Oh, Tony, I didn't warn you about this because I didn't see this until now. We're in a new set of item numbers. So I don't know if this fouls you up, but instead of 111, it's 112 0026. Okay, so 112-0026 on this one. Okay, so I was wondering how they were going to handle that when we got up over the 99.99 item number, but there you go. So we've got a new prefix, but it's 358 in our oval quartz. So that's the quartz with that almost marbled effect of the white and the black and the gray. But then what you see, that golden color is actually pure gold. So remember, gold is a precious resource. It is mined in its pure form in 24 karat. We alloy it for jewelry so that it's stronger, because 24 karat gold is not strong enough for jewelry and to set stones. But you also have 11 points in those baguettes. So really elegant, bright way to do this 3-stone look with the oval quartz in the middle, but then your 2 jumbo baguettes there at 5.5 points each on a baguette diamond. So that looks great as well. And we're going to take it a whole lot lower than we should, because I know you've been clamoring for these. We've been sold out of them for a while. I'm going to try to show you there's a better view of that 24 karat gold. You can see how rich it is, because again, in its pure natural form, where it just grew combined within the quartz stone. And if we take a look at the back too, you'll be able to see that that's actually going all the way through the stone entirely. So a really good look there, but we only have one, and it's a really special piece. And let me try it on for you as well. And I love that we're doing it with the 3-stone style. Haven't done that a lot with these, haven't done a lot really for anything, but the natural, the quartz that we have here, it's kind of, again, unique to you. Nobody's going to have one exactly like it, that's for sure. Love the 3-stone style. You can see those baguettes really provide a lot of shine off the surface of the baguettes, but we're going to make it really affordable right now. It's not even, wow, this is good. $39.99. They have mostly been more expensive. I mean, when you think about even where gold pricing is, and here's a big chunk of it through the stone, and then you've still got that natural quartz that we love. And of course, quartz is a family we see often. We'll see it later with the Ametrine, because that's purple and golden quartz together. But this is more of that beautiful marbleized effect, which is really specialty. I'm going to make it easy. It's not even $39.29 or $1,999. It is one color only. It's actually in the white gold now, but here's one you can change if you'd like to. So if you wanted to put it in the yellow gold, I'm very torn on this one, to be honest. I think that yellow or white would both be stunning. So I think yellow gold obviously is going to match more with that, you know, pure 24 karat gold that's running through it. But I love the white gold, the way it meets up with the natural white color of that quartz. So it's totally up to you. Rose gold would be okay too, but we're going to make it even better than $19.99. How about $1,499 instead, as we get ready for, I think we need the drum roll moment here. We're going to show that best of the best Imperial. I've got 2 great Imperials today, but the absolute best we have is coming up in the pear shape in this massive 1 carat 75. So we'll get to that next. Not going to make you wait on the museum pieces, but if you've never even looked twice at Imperial, or if you already know you love Imperial, wait until you see this next piece. It's incredible. So let me know on this one, $14.99 only. And then, by the way, Jess, who got that opal, may I ask? Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you. She's an anonymous shopper, but she's, I want to thank her for picking up the opal. And what about you? Did you get the Patriotic piece, the band? Ms. Who? Oh, hi, Francine. All right. So Francine got our fabulous Patriotic band, and now we're waiting on this one, and we're verifying. Let's see if we're spreading the wealth here. Will, I think, is getting this one, and then we're going to show the Imperial coming up next, which is 112-0012. So Tony, you'll know if I start with 00, it'll be 112 probably, right? So yeah, so we'll do, is this one only white gold? I figured it was. So this one's only white on this one? Yeah. Is it only white? I figured so. So that one is actually only white. So Will, if that one, I'm sorry, because I think that they didn't add that. So yeah, it's only white gold, but if you want, Will, do you have this one already? He's verifying, or does he have it? You do have it. All right, and white gold's cool? All right, so good news. We can get that sold, and this can go. Whew. There we go. Yeah, doesn't need much lead up from me when you can just take it all in for that stone being the color it is. Congratulations on that quartz. And this one is item number 112-0012. I have never, ever, and here I'm wearing the sunset colors tonight. I mean, right? In honor of these Imperials. I mean, dressed for these stones and all. This is the 175 pear-shaped. How do you even describe that? It's beyond adjectives, beyond vocabulary. That is purely natural. This isn't a function of, let's just give it more treatment. Let's just give it a little bit more heat. Let's cook it some more. No, no. This is always, it's always natural material. So anything that you get in the Imperial topaz, whether it is the lighter yellows, the goldens, the orangey tones, whether it is some of the lighter pinks that we'll see, this is truly some of the best. Now, I must say, just to give everybody full fair warning, we do actually have, because we've only had one before, we actually have an Imperial tonight that is not really even called an Imperial, but it's that pure pink topaz that I introduced you to for the very first time just a couple of days ago. And everyone was excited about it. We were clamoring for it. Well, actually, there's another one. It's our last one. It's only one more, but it's a pure baby pink. So it's more like a pink diamond color. This is where you get that true mix, where we don't even call the pink topaz Imperial, because it doesn't have the golden tones and it doesn't have the traditional colors we see out of Oro Preto. This is the one that is absolutely the finest. My Fino doesn't even cover it. This would be probably called the, well, in I'm not sure, again, my Portuguese is rusty, but I am fairly fluent in Spanish. So we would call this mejor. Because now there might be a different word. Portuguese is slightly different than Spanish, and in Brazil they generally speak Portuguese, but the mais fino typically means the most fine. I mean, translation, best, right? But this is the best of the best. So the mais fino. It really is, because this is just another level of color. Take a look at it. We're going to get you a really cool opportunity on it. Yes, we gave it pink diamonds right around it. That's going to be, let me look. The pink diamond weight is 9 points. And then you have the white diamond weight at 63. So if you know what I'm talking about with that pure pink, we call it pink topaz, but it's all natural. It's not the coated variety. That is going to make another appearance here tonight. But let me just go ahead and show you the difference so you know which one is better suited for you and your collection, even though they're both extremely collectible. But do you see the difference there? And this is natural too. And it does come from the same source, but it has absolutely no golden, no orange, no yellow at all. This stone still is really translating as a Padbarasha kind of look, because it is the golden colors and the pinks together. So that's really where they are differentiated. Now, that's only our second time ever bringing you the pink variety, that true natural pink that you see on the right side. That'll be coming up in the show later. So let's just get this one at home, which is that more traditional best of the best mais fino that we love, carat 75. So you get the 9 points in the natural pinks, you get the 63 points in the white, double halo there. But it's going to be a real wow in this value, because I really believe this should be $99.99 without even hesitation. It's not going to be even close to $10,000. Look at the side details and the views. I mean, it's really clean as well. Not a stone that inherently just gives you automatic clarity. You really, it does struggle a bit to get great clarity like this. I'm going to try it on because you have to see. It's just classic, but I love that we really amped up the first halo by adding those natural pink diamonds. But look at this on. It's just the perfect way to, you know, shade that color on out to the outsides there, getting that little bit of pink there for that first halo. It's not even close to $99.99. We only have one. This is a total collector stone. So is the pink that we'll see later. That's more of that, you know, decidedly diamond pink color that we have. But this is the way to get it. It's not even $4,999. This is a major value. Call in early. You always want to put yourself at the head of line if you can, because these are not going to last. And obviously, I don't have anything quite like it. I do have a round, rather an oval in a bridge. Still not quite as, let me just show you this one too, just so you know which one's best. But you see this one has a little bit more of that pinky tone as well. So, you know, just maybe a personal preference thing here on the color. But I've fallen in love with this carat 75. This one's a little smaller at a carat 48. But again, bridge style versus double halo. So you decide. We're going to get this one at home right now, not even $49.99. But all those pieces I flashed, they're still to come. This one's not even $49 or $39.99 at all. Just a huge value and a great stone. And again, considering that these are all, I love that, Tony, that you added that extra mais fino. It really is. I mean, the best of the best here, and we're going to get it out the door for $2,999 instead. So a quick deal, yes.
For the Opal natural gold,
Uh-huh.
only one yellow gold, but unfortunately,
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, yeah. So that quartz is still available then? Okay, so again, they only wanted the yellow gold, so that is my mistake, even though it just didn't say it on the bag. So thought we could for a second, kind of, yeah, can't do it. So that quartz is available just because they wanted the yellow gold and we can't do it. So if you wanted to get the quartz for $14.99, you may. Let's keep on moving. That one's $29.99, and I'm not going to push it because I will buy that at the end of the show if at all possible. So let's get on with it. We've got the sapphire earrings I mentioned that are beautiful slices of sapphires. We had this earring in diamonds the other day, but this one is actually, it's all different colors. of sapphire together with that chain link that's going to drop between your shepherd's hook and your spherical style of these slices of sapphire. And as I was touting the other day, this is $97.79, and I was touting this the other day, is that it's a beautiful earring, especially if you have shorter hair or your hair up, because it's an earring that paid attention to every single angle. It's spherical, and the stones go all the way around, and it creates that open work, but putting the bezels together. So the beauty of this is you're getting a look all the way 360 degrees around. So as you wear them, you're always going to see that really fun, fabulous color. And it's a multitude of colors too. You get blues and goldens. You see that orangey, almost padparacha. You get some pinky lavenders as well. So it's really a nice mix of different colors of sapphire. I'll kind of grab this one and show you all the way around so you can see the different colors that are going to be all in place here. And then the bezels are what are kind of connecting to each other there. You see the shepherd's hook, which I'm going to show you from a distance away because it's got a great little bit of length and movement to it. And you're going to get that chain link, which we love, very kind of reminiscent of a curb link in a way. Could look great with your, just a nice little way to maybe fashion it with your, your links collection. But it's $97.79. They are 18 karat solid, yellow gold to start. 7 karat 63 though is your total carat weight in sapphires. But like we saw with the diamond version of this earring, it is that sliced material. So instead of being a traditional facet with a culet and a table and all the buildup that gives, it's actually more of that flat surface, which is actually creating the transparency to the stone. So you're seeing it that way. I'm going to show you against the hand. We'll give you a quick measurement here lengthwise, and then we'll get them home right now. There's only one pair, of course, so that's going to be going very, very quickly. There you see they're 1.5 inches top to bottom. I'll try one on for you, but again, that's the beauty of it. That's your profile. There's the rear. Here's your other profile. So no matter what angle anybody sees them on your ear, it's going to look fabulous. And that's really, I think, an important distinction to make. Not all earrings can boast that, where they're going to have that look all the way around. There you can see the pinky purples and the orangey goldens and the yellows and the blues and the even straight up purples. And these are still really beautiful natural sapphires, just again, kind of faceted in a more non-traditional way that we like to see. So that's what they look like from a bit of a distance there. So you can really just see, it just kind of gives you a better reference on the size that you have and the way that they drop and the way that they move together. So really specialty look there. We're going to blow them out. Remember, they're all 18 karat solid gold and they're supposed to be $19.99. Instead, we're making them $999. So there you can see that beautiful look they have and how all the way around it's going to give you that amazing connection of those bezels together, that little bit of that chain link that you have that's all mirror finished as well. That's going to be that great drop, and yet always looking good from all the different perspectives. So that'll be $999 for that one pair only. Let's go back to our wheel and then we will be on our way. And then we've got a really special chameleon later on. We will bring out that true pure pink in that topaz as well, which, I almost hate to call it pink topaz because pink topaz in our gem world typically has a much different meaning. It's something we don't offer in that traditional sense where it's heavily coated and treated to get the color. We're bringing you only the really unusual and rare, which in turn has a totally different color to it. And how about the men's pink diaspora? Not seen one before. We've had think about it, all the pink diasporas we've had, and there haven't been all that many. I mean, it's really rare, but everything we have had has been in a ladies' ring, so we're excited to bring you the pink diaspora in the gentleman's style in a really, really good look. So that may be perfect for a collector out there. Also, getting into, we've got that bridge. And you know what? If you want the Imperial in the bridge, it's going to be that same price. So you can get that really beautiful diamond weight for the same exact value as we did for the double halo. So either way on those Imperials, and then got our big tanzanite drop earrings. Let's also remind you there's a 1 carat round diamond. It's actually a 101. So we are going to get that one at home. And I know we don't have a lot of big diamonds very often, but this is the design right here that is going to be coming up later in the show. It's a 101 round brilliant diamond. So we have that too. Always like to point those out because we can go months at a time without seeing a large white diamond in the show. So how about this? Since we've got sapphire, guys, 7 karat 63 in sapphires. I don't know about 7 karat 63 in sapphires for under $1,000, but it's still available if you'd like them. So give us a call. We're going to do a quick wheel. This is a little unorthodox of a wheel. Also coming up in about 6 minutes, we're going to bring you the fabulous Ametrine earrings. We're not going to wait very long on those. I don't have a lot to go around because obviously an earring requiring 2 stones that match to perfection. So we'll bring those out here in about 6 minutes. But before we do that, 4 incredible pieces. And guess what? For everybody who missed out, I know we had a really special opal to start the show. If you missed out, get ready for this wheel because it's a good one. Take a look at our sapphires again, then I'll get ready to set up this big time opal wheel. And truth be told, we're going to need a lot of room. Now, those are still here at $9.99. So definitely grab those sapphire earrings. Gives you all those different colors together. But did you see how far we just zoomed back? That is going to be because incoming, we've got the big opal here. This is just one example. And I'll tell you right now, when you see one you love, already I think you should be dialing because that's a pretty cool stone. That's our 503 crystal opal with that deeper base color. I'm going to give you 3 other options here though as well, including the round. This is more of a golden base color. And look what's on the sides. Don't tell me, don't tell me. Big Savorites with the opal right there. And then we had the rubies. You see the rubies surround that other pear-shaped opal as well. If you want to change that right now, Joyce, it says oval. It's obviously a pear shape, and item number 8742, so we don't have to do that later. But then you can go here, which is more of a, okay, are we going to call it like an ultraviolet purple color? Because that's a really cool base color, and then it's all the neons. We'll call that the neon stone because all that coloring around it is really just that beautiful, bright neon pink, neon green, neon yellow. And actually, that one's coming up front because another one that I have is the super elongated. This would be the Lightning Ridge black opal, as is the one that I just put down. So 2 black opals, 2 from Australia, essentially. So we've got 2 sources here. This one's going to be Ethiopian, so is this one. Those are the 2 crystal opal varieties. However, because they have that deeper base color, they almost look like black opals. This is a black opal, and so is this one here. Those are out of Australia. So 2 Australian black opals, 2 Ethiopian crystal opals, but the crystal opals are acting almost as they have that deeper backdrop color to them, but still natural through and through. All of our stones are. So we've got the super cool elongated blues and greens. It's a free form cut. I mean, it really is an oval, but it's really elongated to be a kabuki cut. Then we have the big one in the center. Look at that floral design around it, almost like a lotus blossom on each side. These are all coming up at one crazy low price. I know we had a lot of you missed out on that first option. Everything up here does stay as is. So take a good look at the gold color and know that it's going to stay in the yellow gold for the most part. And then, of course, the right side with the blues and the greens is going to stay in that white gold. But all 4 choices, you know, opals are always one of a kind. These are some of the bigger examples. I'm going to walk you through the carat weights, and we'll work our way up because the smallest stone is right over here. That's the 206. But again, hard to tell, hard to make out a carat weight when they're opals because they're always a little deceiving in a good way. So that's the 206, but then listen to how they jump in size. When we go over here to the pear shape, that's a 503. That's the one that has the 38 points in the diamond cut round rubies. Then our next size up is a 513. That's right in front. That's what I'm calling the super neon stone with the gold and the diamonds and that lotus style on the sides. 27 points in diamonds there. And then by far the largest one is actually the round over here on the left side. That'll be 8 carats 53. So this is by far the largest. 853 is the carat weight, 16 points in the 2 individual Savorites that you have there. So my question is, which of the 4 is your favorite? Or are you a collector? And I mean, this is one of those wheels where you could honestly say, I'm going to take them all, and you would have enough variety to wear them totally different ways because they're all so unique and different. So you could truly take all 4 if you wanted to. But I know what you're thinking because we're looking at the size of these stones going, there's no way those are going to be affordable. I see them on a wheel. I see them, you know, looking at this value that we've had already tonight on display. You're probably thinking best case scenario is $39.99. We're going to do a lot better than that. Tell you, this is how important it is, though, to be on these phone lines. It's always the case with opals. And when you see one you like, you know you could watch every show we do and not see another one that looks like it. That's the big key with opals because they're always unique. I don't care if it's a small stone, a medium stone, a larger stone. If you see one, you got to go for it because that's the one that's going to look like it and none of the others will. They're like us as human beings. We're all individuals and we're all very unique in our personalities, etc. So it's really kind of fun. There are no 2 opals alike, just like there are no 2 people alike. So it's really a stone that is in its own way custom for you, but it's out of Mother Nature. And these are all really, truly beautiful, unique. I mean, obviously we think crystal opals sometimes are a little bit more affordable than a black opal. This is some of the best crystal opal you're going to find, though, because of the fact that it has that richer base color. It makes it more unusual. Take a look, pick your favorite here, and then we're going to get you a major, major value. How about instead of $39.99, let's take them even lower. We got to move them all. Every single one's got to go, and they will. There's no doubt about that. But here's what we've got instead of $39 or $29 or even $1,999. And it should give you the hint that they're all staying in the gold color they're in. We're still going to size them for you as needed. No problem there. But all you need to do is dial in. And it's really vital and important you do, because instead of even $19.99, and that is where I'm supposed to stop, we're going to do a lot better price tag. It's just a matter of who can dial in first. Be fast. These are all just to give you an idea. Let's take a look at the size of this one, because obviously we had to zoom way back to get all four of them in the picture here for you. But look at the size of that. Almost like a deeper chocolatey brown kind of base color. Very prominent reds and greens here throughout that stone, which is why we chose the rubies to go with it. And then we have, for example, look at how bright and neon this oval is. What a great looking stone. And that's black opal, so they don't always have to have a darker or a deeper or a blue base color. That's not the case here. And yet it's a purple base, really. It's like a neon purple. They're not even going to be, you know what, blow them out. They're not even $1,500. We're busy on the phone lines, getting busier. And this is why. They're not even 15, 14, 13, 12. If we're just 29 minutes into the show and we've got 4 jumbo opals, and they're all so unique and really designer styles. I love that we gave some color to the 2 crystal varieties. We gave you white diamonds, but in unusual settings in the black opal varieties. Let's make them even better than $12.99. Which one do you like, Jess? Yes, you got it. This one? The blues or the neons? The blues, you got it. Here comes. Oh, and that one's finished on the inside as well. That'll be item number 1120 for you. And that is that elongated oval. Almost looks like a marquise, but doesn't quite have the distinctive points on the ends. A lot of gold in a wider band. It's a 206, 28 points in diamonds, white gold only. Make them better than $11.99 or $10.99. Blow them all out. Make them $999. They got to go, and they will. So this one's already gone, right? You got it. Congratulations. Will, what about you? Which one do you like? Don't tell me it was the blue and the green there, because that one's already spoken for. In the white gold, everything else now in the yellow gold. Will, is there one I can try on and tell you about?
She's interested in the blue one.
Oh, really? It just sold. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Wow, you guys really loving the blues and the greens here tonight so far on the opals. Well, Jess, if anything falls through, Will's caller will take it. But I'm sorry about that. That one's already spoken for. So let's see who's got either our Sapphire version, which is the one on the left. That's the 2 individual Sapphires with those neon greens. The ruby version, we're talking about the one in the back, obviously in the rear, with those fabulous rubies alongside that kind of brown base color. And then we've got the neons. Okay, so they're $9.99 and they're here. Wow. So we've got 3 different options for you. Round, pear-shaped oval. It's crystal, and then Australian. And let me know if you have a favorite. We'll give them a final 30 seconds. Then we got to go. Sorry to say that everybody wanted that blue-green there so far. So that's going to be, and I'll tell you, the colors where we usually go is more a color. We want to see as much color as possible. That's what these 3 varieties do. It's really every color of the rainbow, even though you see prominent reds here. Notice as it moves, you see the blues and those ultraviolet purples as well. So take advantage. Those are some top high-end opals. Nothing should be $9.99 in the world of fine jewelry right now, because a gold band is costing about $4,000 in a regular store. So that's kind of our metric, our barometer. Gives you really good, for instance, on where jewelry is when gold bands start at $4,000. And so you start to add diamonds and really exotic stones, and you got a different thing going. So $9.99, guys, I can't leave them here. To be honest with you guys, I mean, maybe we just put the camera right up close to each and every one so you can see them with graphics, because otherwise I think it's just, again, me not doing my job well. It's item number 8742. This is the 503. We don't even need to come in that much closer because it's really filling up the screen. But that is the 5-carat 03. Again, looks double that, if not more so, with the rubies on the sides. 38 points in rubies, yellow gold setting here. Let me move it around so you can really see the colors that go all the way through. This is pure and natural, so it's even double-sided. You'll see all the color through the inside of your stone as well, and that is only $999. See that? Mostly red, but then you get the greens and the purple blues and all the goldens there as well, and that is a really beautiful stone. I mean, it's almost like the color of fire opal is coming through in that really grand pear shape. Now, we do have the round, so I just want to give each one its own moment here to shine, and then you let me know, because I cannot put these back in a vault. They're blowout prices at $9.99. Obviously should never be. This also has those sleek rubies on the side, but a little bit of a band first. So you get really, it's an interesting mounting. We didn't just leave the rubies, the entire size of the band. We added a little bit of that mirror finishing gold, in this case, underneath the stone. So that's $9.99. Shall we take a look at the beautiful neon that we have as well? Or let's keep it with the crystal opals as we take a look at the round, which is actually the largest one up here. This is the 853. The item number is 8786. And that will be, look at the, colors throughout. Through the side profile in the round stone, fabulous opal. Yes. Who knew? And usually I could put up a wheel 8 times out of 10, nobody would want the blue-green. So there, you just never know, right? It's a different audience and they have different ideas every night, right? Because the ones with more color are the ones that are usually more unusual, right? Blues and greens in an opal are pretty easy to find. It's tougher to find all the rainbow colors. That's why I say that, because usually the really high-end collectibles are going to be the ones with the reds, the yellows, the oranges, the greens. That's what you see here. The 853 also has 16 points in Sapphire. There's only 2 different stones there, so it's going to be an 8-pointer and an 8-pointer, and how perfectly they match the colors going through. And of course, you see once again, through and through crystal opal, same color through the inside. Let me know it's $9.99 as well. And then we've got, are you ready for this? We've got that fabulous, I'm calling it the neon stone, because the colors are just that. They're all neon, even though I would think this one's pretty neon as well. I like that pattern that looks through it. It's pretty cool. So then we've got, okay, you ready for this? 7482. We're going to showcase our last one here. I just felt like they needed an individual moment, and I guess hope you guys don't mind, but just seeing the carat weights here, I think really puts it in perspective and why that price tag is so exciting at $9.99. But our last one is 7482. Will you let me know if you're getting any of our opals so we can let everyone else know, because we're already, again, I've upset more people than I've made happy tonight so far, just based on pieces selling out too quickly. So again, apologies. And here we go with the really, really fabulous neon 7482, 5 carats 13 on this oval. Now this is the black opal. So, and as I just even zoom in, I block a light. And when I do that with my arm, look at that. That is showing you even better color. See how I just took a little light away there? And so when we talk about these looking better in person, because they're in a TV studio, which is a lot of bright light, and look at that, see? And this is helping to give you an idea. When I'm talking about a pink, kind of a pinky purple base color, that's where you see it. And then all the neon colors that come through. So 513, 27 points in diamonds. So if you want white diamonds, well, you've got it here, because the other stones did have those colors, you know, with it. This is going to be what I think looks like a little lotus blossom blooming on the sides there. And you've got the bigger diamonds, 5 on each side in that design, $9.99 for that one too. All right. Will, did you take any opals? No? All right. Well, I tried. I tried. I think it's a good deal. Oh, goodness. Well, we've upset people with gold color changes that we can't do, and pieces selling before we get everybody their favorite. Well, and usually we can, but not on these. And I hope you understand it's because of these values. We are actually taking a cut here on the prices. You're spending less than we did to put it together. So that's what that clearance wheel is all about. Okay, so coming up, we're going to do something really special here. It's the Ametrine. Thank you for your patience on these Ametrine earrings. I know we had... So I went a little crazy last night on our big special holiday that we celebrated together. We had a beautiful, rare Ametrine. Came out, emerald cut, beautiful stone, came up on the air, and you guys loved it. But that was all because I priced it too cheap. That's what I did. Promise you, it was never supposed to be the price that I gave it. And so naturally, it's just like the Field of Dreams concept. If you price something too low, it's going to get the phone lines rocking. And it sold out last night. I was actually here, and it was selling out after we went off the air. So it had sold out. We made a couple more because we figure if you weren't with us on Wednesday and you're here tonight and you see these earrings, you're going to want the ring too. So we made a couple more, but this is really what we did today was we spent our afternoon making sure that you could get an entire set of Ametrine jewelry. We saw the popularity of the ring. We want to bring you the earrings that are actually several of you requested. So we're going to bring out the 11200, actually 0115. Boy, we've made a lot of jewelry today. We're already in the hundreds of our new item numbers. So it's earrings that match the ring, and I'm talking perfection. I have the ring, so you'll see that. We're talking about even the same design. You're probably thinking, but that's the really pretty ring with those ribbons of diamonds on the sides. We made the earring identical. So this is where we can really make some special pieces happen. Here's the earring, that's one. Oh, don't tell me they're not gonna sit on their own. Oh no, that would be problematic because I cannot hold these for 10 minutes because that's how long we're gonna need. So we're gonna put one way and the other way, and that's gonna be a function of those little ribbon designs. And then let me get the other one out for you because this is so pretty. The fact that we have 115 is the number, 6 carats this time around, and let me just show you the perfect matching, and then I'll get this one set up the right way for you, just so you can see how beautifully these are together as a set, as they should be. We wouldn't bother creating an earring if we couldn't make a really good set for you, and this is what I know. Yvette was one of the ones asking if we could do something like this for you, and I really want you to see the stones here just side by side for a moment, just to really have an appreciation for the beauty of matching, the clarity that they give. This is that one source mine that is 2 quartz together. Not again, we're not helping it out. This is Mother Nature that was able to do this. And yet, just the only time this ever happened, it's like a little anomaly of a mining process right here that put these 2 quartz gems together, and I need to polish them up a lot so that we can help you see how beautiful they are. But it's going to be 6 carats of the emerald cut, so 3 carats in each earring. Basket work that is lovely, and that is the same ribbon design that we saw in the ring last night that was on either side of the band, and now that is done in also a, notice, left and right design as well, which is why I have them facing a different way, is because I want you to see that there's a left and right design, but I also want you to see the matching of the stones together so you can see them just at that angle. But how about 7 points in diamonds, white, yellow, and rose gold options, just like we did yesterday on the ring. Now, I do have the ring, so let me just show you if you missed it. This is going to be 1883. If you are thinking about the ring, we have a couple more, and there's where that ribbon goes again. 2 different ways, yes. You're going to get a yellow gold pair of earrings already. They're trusting in the value, huh? They don't think that maybe, just maybe, they might be a little more pricey because it is an earring after all, and you've got 2 stones and everything's doubled up, and there's a lot more workmanship in an earring with the lever back style and all that. Well, they trust that if I had a value, like, by the way, this ring yesterday was $499, just last night. I've got now a couple more for you. And is that by any chance one of our requesters who said, bring out earrings, I need to see them? I don't think anybody imagined they'd be here less than 24 hours after the ring debuted, but hey, here we go. This was the 696 with the 15 points in diamonds. This one, I mean, I went wild. We got it down to $499. Tony remembers that because it was that kind of eyebrow raising, what is she doing now kind of value. But the earrings, again, need to be a little more, right? And they are listed at $16.99. But I'm not going to do that. And the earrings are 20115, so 11200. Yeah, you get the idea. And yet, we're going to make the earring a lot more affordable than they should be. Here's the drop they have, the great movement they're going to give you. We have a yellow gold, actually 2 pairs now in yellow gold already gone. Almost 1.5 inches, but just under. It's about 1 3/8 inches there. And then you've got this beautiful look, the clarity of that ametrine you can see right on through. And then that ribbon design that's a little bit more sideways to give a little topper to the stone itself. I'll be trying one on. It's not even going to be $1,000, which that makes sense to me in some kind of way. If it's $1,000, well, that's double the ring, and there are, again, 2 stones here. Obviously, 3 carats instead of 696, but you've got diamonds, and you've got the workmanship and extra gold of having the lever back design, and yet they are not even going to be $999. This is where it gets a little strange. And we still have a ring if you need one, or if you want to get another one for a friend, because you're thinking, this is the value. I better take advantage. Here's what they look like on, just to give you an idea, a little for instance, of that size we're talking about here. But also, and let me see, I actually would switch them out too. I would probably do that more straight edge. Again, it's totally up to you. But there's obviously one more straight edge and then a little more curl to that design. So you can obviously choose whether you want to put them left or right on the left or right ear, because like I said, we designed them specifically for that. But they're not even $9.99, $8.99, $7.99, $6.99. Or even $599. I'm going to do it again. We are in the first few minutes here of our Thursday, and this earring to match the ring. And I have the ring on here so you can see this is the matching you get when you get the ring and the earring together. Stunning match. The ring is $499. Guess what? I'm going to make the earrings $499 as well. If you want the pair of earrings you see on your screen, we'll take a look close up. And they're not many because obviously to match up 3-carat stones, that's not easy to do. But now the earring is also $499. It is just, again, in my mind, what makes sense to do if you're going to make sense with something that didn't make sense last night. I'm just trying to make Ametrine the best values. We hardly ever see this stone on the air. It's really tricky to find. I mean, you know, it's one source, right? Think about other one source stones, although we see a lot less of it than we do tanzanite, that's for sure. So here is, and again, do you see how there's a different little ribbon orientation there? So you're getting an idea of how they're going to be a little bit different. That's where we create that whole intentional left and right design. It's up to you which one you want to put on which ear, but that's the way we can get you that beautiful symmetry and detail. And yes, white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. Yellow gold's been very popular so far already, as it was last night in the ring. And that's going to be only $499. Now, again, not too many pairs to go around, so I would really recommend and encourage dialing in on the early side here just so you can get your matching pair, because it might be a while before we see more Ametrines. We can go years at a time without seeing anything in this rare Bolivian mined out source. So you gotta just jump in, get what you can. And if you need the ring, your operators can help you with that too. Can still get you a ring, not many to go around, but neither. That's the same situation for the earrings right now. Not too many of the earrings to go around at this point either. So got 2 great chances to pick up Ametrines. And then let me just kind of float the ring in the background there so you can also see that. And then we'll remind you that's also $499. Okay, so we're getting down to it already. Last call on the earrings, and then there's the ring, just to give you an idea there of the ring that we have for $499. So let me know if you'd like one or the other. The ring's $499. We only have one left on the ring. And then the earrings are down to just 2 pairs left, so I'm going to give it a final 60 seconds, and then we got to roll. We've got a lot more to show you, and already hour number 2 is approaching. Still have those sapphire earrings. The big Imperial. Ooh, I'm keeping that Imperial. The best I've ever seen, by far. And I know that's, you know, oftentimes the case. We use that word, the best, a lot. We just keep on, it seems like we keep on being able to bring you bigger and better quality in everything we do. It seems like it's just amazing how, again, these just our hunt for gemstones and what we are able to bring in jewelry, it never ceases to amaze myself. I think that a lot of you guys hopefully feel the same way. We do some incredible things, but there is nothing like Ametrine, is there? And the affordability that we're bringing you here on a pair of earrings where you have the workmanship you do, that lever back has a mechanism. It's hinged. I mean, it's not easy to do a lever back. This is not a basic style. And when you're working with gold and you're working with any precious metal, whether it be gold, sterling, or platinum, right? You've got an important workmanship factor here. The labor is quite extensive in an earring that we don't think about as much in rings, and rightfully so, but you've got a lot going on in that earring. So a lot to enjoy. Grab the ring too. We have 1 ring left. We're down to 1 pair of earrings. That's going to be it. And a very, very special buy there at $499. So then we have, I'm thinking we need to bring out that pure pink, and that's what I'm calling this. It's still from that same mine in Brazil, but we've only had 1 before. We have 1 more we acquired because I know you, I heard from so many people that maybe they must have missed that live show that day, and I'm trying to think what day it was. It was at some point last week. They may have missed it, and they were begging, and I'm so honored to say that we have 1 more stone to show you in this pink variety, and I'm talking not any other color, but pure pink. It is like a diamond pink color you have in this stone. It is still topaz. But please hear me out, especially if you missed the presentation on the other one we had, which was, gosh, I think it was a bit smaller than this, or was it about the same size? Either way, this is not pink topaz, even though it's going to say pink topaz. Let me explain. You have probably, as jewelry shoppers, especially if you've watched any TV over the years, you have probably seen pink topaz. And it has absolutely no relation to the pink topaz that we're showing you now. Most pink topaz is that variety of a topaz stone, which is still a natural stone that usually is found in nature in a colorless variety. It's clear. It's essentially transparent, right? And you don't see any color to it. So what they've done is, we know that certain topaz can be heated to be blues. We have that Swiss blue, sky blue, and then London blue topaz. That's a heated version of topaz. Again, you know, not the treatment we're going to talk about with the pinks that you see. When you see those pink topaz that are fuchsia colors, I just had somebody, it was a viewer, she sent in a stone. She said, I need you to ID this stone. I bought it and I forgot what it is and I need you to ID it. It's a really, really, really cool stone. And I got it the other day, and myself and all of our gemologists here looked at it and we knew without even hesitation it was one of those mystic topaz, right? That's actually treated and coated, and it's got that weird kind of, cool iridescence, which are really very pretty stones actually. But that's more or less just a really a big treatment. Just like those fuchsia pink topaz you see are coated. Over time, if you've ever been in this situation, I'm sorry to hear it, because a lot of people will tell me, I had a pink topaz, I thought it was really pretty, and over the years, I realized I looked at my stone and it was missing all of its color. Because as I wore it, it would get, a little, maybe I'd hit it against something or get a little scratch and the coating would just come off. And they didn't realize that it would do that because they didn't understand it was a coating in the first place. They thought it was maybe just a treatment like a heating process. So when you get a pink topaz, typically it's got that coating, therefore it's that pretty artificial looking bright, kind of bright pink, loud, right? This is gonna be that softer pink because it's pure. This is a diamond pink color. It's out of the Oro Preto mine. But I hesitate to even call it Imperial topaz because the Imperial references the color, which is usually the golden, the yellow, the orange, so on and so forth. We saw a really good one earlier that's that really pinky red-orange combo. That's a very attractive color. This is different. This is pure pink. We've only had one before, ever, and now it's our second and final. So this is item number 1120046. It is also 80 points in the oval. Kept it classic here with the design. It's a gorgeous halo of diamonds. That's going to be 52 points in the diamonds. So you get the bigger diamonds that go around and around it. And we've got our very last one. And I did double check, guys. This is it. This is it, this is it, this is it. And we have actually been scouting this and hunting it down basically since so many of you let us know that you missed out on that first one. So this would be your final opportunity right here, right now to get this pure pink. It does look like a pink diamond color. Obviously, we don't have many pink diamonds that are 80 points in size, but this is just, again, as the entirety of the Oro Preto mine material is, it's pure and natural. No treatment whatsoever, not even heating. Yes. Oh, good. The one with the rubies? Yeah, absolutely. Here's the pear shape opal with the rubies. One more time on the hand here. There it is. We've got 8742 if you want it, and here it is one more time. This is the big one. I would say it's even though it didn't have the largest carat weight of the bunch, it was the largest surface area by far. So the largest dimension, no doubt about it, and that's the pear shape there. It's got that deeper base color, crystal opal, rubies on the side. That was the 503. So 8742, and again, stays in the yellow gold there. So really unique, intriguing stone there, the way those bright red oranges just come out of nowhere and glow. 999. All right, so now we go back to our pink topaz, but pure and natural, diamond halo, and let's make it happen. Ooh. I didn't realize this price tag. Okay. Because I know what I did on the first time around. We had to really, and it was also a first hour scenario. So we got real interesting with the price tag. I'm going to have to do the same thing because this one's listed to go out at $49.99. Let me help you out. Because I know it's rare and we know it's special, but we want to make it really, really easy at the same time so that if you are a collector, and that's where we take a lot of pride, is bringing you really good collectible pieces. Even when I've got debuts, which did I mention we have a new we've got another one. We have another, I say a new debut, which is redundant, but you got to understand it's a debut where we are on the heels of basically, this will be our third week in a row, where on the weekend we're bringing another debut on a stone we've not had in jewelry before. So it's very exciting. Exciting times to be a TVON viewer. So we do have a stone coming up. I'm going to actually introduce it to you on Saturday, and then we'll have some on Sunday as well. So we'll have both days covered because we actually have a few of them, but that's coming up. So I highly advise and recommend being with us this weekend. But if you'd like this one, which didn't have a lot of pomp and circumstance because at the time we only had one stone, this is our second now returning. I'm going to put it on the auction block, and this is how we're going to make it really simple and, more importantly, affordable. I'm going to try this because I know what I did in the last one, and I think that really was helpful because otherwise, when you get into this kind of rarity, they are expensive. And sometimes expense keeps people out. We know that. Otherwise, we would all have the rare things. But rare things have to be higher priced because they are rare. There's not one to go around for everybody. That's inherently the definition of what rarity is about. So instead of offering it at $2,500 to open, which is already half off, we're going to make it a lot better than that. And we're going to send it out of here as quickly as we can. And a first hour auction is always iffy. It's a little dangerous. It's a little risky. We're going to try it right now, and let me know who got that pear-shaped opal if it's gone, or it is gone. Congratulations. We still have the round and the oval are still here, I think. So 2 great opals still hanging out. But if you'd like this one, not even $2,000 to start. Not even $1,500 to start. It is the first hour. I get that. We're going to make sure that we get a lot of people in. Let's give you all a chance to own something really unique and specialty. And then we have a request, I guess, for a diamond ring. So we'll bring that out too. But this is not even $1,500 or $14 or $13 or $12 or $11. We're going to start at $1,000 only and make the increments $25 so everybody has a chance to jump in and experience something that we have not had but one time before. And here's our final time now to share it and show it to you. So this is going to be it. That is $1,000 to get it started. We're going to give it 60 seconds to get that one going. I hope we have some of those, especially the shoppers that may have missed out the first time around. Certainly hope that they're ready and with us. And we've kept it, again, very classic because we want to make sure that if this is a stone you're looking for, hopefully it's a mounting you enjoy, and that is one that is timeless and treasured forever. We're not going to see too many mountings that are going to rival this one as far as its timeless style and nature. We have no open yet. We have 35 seconds now to get it started. So come on in if you'd like to get in on something truly rare. We know how rare the Oro Pretos are. We saw a really good one earlier with the orange and the pinks and the reds, and that's all natural, but this is pure. Very reminiscent, I'll just call it what it is. It's a diamond pink color, but all natural through and through. So no open at all, my goodness. No open, 15 seconds to make it official here. And then we've got a big diamond ring. I'm not sure who requested this, but we do have a big round brilliant diamond ring that came out to play, and that's gonna be fun. 70 pointer, lots of diamonds around it. Well, I was not expecting that. No open, and I'll tell you what, we'll reserve it maybe, put it aside. That way if anybody wants to call us in the future days here and say, oh, I missed it again, we can bring it on back. But that is a very, very special 80-point stone. Let's get to this really cool diamond ring. Now, do we know who asked for a big diamond ring? Because we kind of flashed the round brilliant we'll see later that's a carat. But this is a perfect lesson, and if you're willing to go a little bit smaller in your diamond, you don't have to pay as much money. And yet, I'm just going to show you something, because I'm a believer that this mounting is going to allow this diamond to look quite a bit bigger than it is. Because when you can't really differentiate between where that one center diamond stops and the diamonds around it start, let me show this to you. I'm going to illustrate something because this is the one that I have scheduled for today and scheduled for later on. It's a 101 diamond. And I'll admit, I mean, this is a little different type of mounting. It's a little more unusual. Granted, it starts with a band, but then it's got that one row just on one side, a pave. That's a 101. And then directly beside it to your right side, that's a 70-pointer. So there's a 31-point difference, and yet they're right side by side right here in our camera lens. And yet I actually think that the right side looks bigger because it has a lot to do with the fact that the diameters are pretty similar, number one, but also when that halo just starts adjacent like it does, and keeps going, you get a bigger look. And if I'm gonna just kind of give you a little heads up here, this diamond ring, not to spoil any surprises, but this one's coming up later. And it's supposed to be, I'm just gonna show it to you, because otherwise you're gonna think I'm just like, you know, reading off numbers. It's supposed to be $99.99, because that's what happens when you get a 1 carat stone. They skyrocket, 1 carat, and this one goes over by 1 point, but that still makes a difference. So what are we gonna do on what I think looks even larger here now that we just come in on this one, which is item number 3264. And I'm not sure who requested it, but here it is. And here we go. And it's a 70-pointer that looks all day like a 1 carat or larger. Double halo, well, that's going to give you another carat 33. And actually, the 1 carat is going to have a total of 133 total weight. So you're getting far more diamond weight here because this ring has a 203 carat weight. So this gives you what I think looks the same or larger as this one. It gives you a lot more diamonds on the side. This only has 33 points, 32 rather. This one has a carat 33. So here's your overall 203 diamond ring. We have one. I don't know who requested it, but I would just recommend you dial in early if you like it. Genevieve requested it. Is she looking for an upgrade to a wedding ring, or just does she love diamonds and says, give me a right-hand ring, because this is a beautiful style for anybody to wear on really anywhere on the hand, and yet I'm going to make this a lot more affordable than, oh, look. Now, this is fair because it's $2,000 less. It's $79.99 for the ring. So that one's saving you $2,000 to get more diamond weight overall and what looks like the same center. We're going lower than $79.99. So Genevieve, if you like it, call me. If somebody else likes it, call me. I have no way of knowing who's on the phone when, so we just go on who's in first, which sounds like a joke, like it sounds like an old skit of like who's on first. But it's not the same thing, and it's not baseball related as much as I am looking forward to baseball starting in 21 days, but who's counting? This is not $79.99. Nobody's on the lines. Now, we've had this happen. I don't mean to be pushy, you guys, but we have had a lot of people tonight in 58 minutes of showtime. We've had a lot of people tonight miss out on various things. So this is why when I'm up here incessantly saying, call in early, make sure you dial in early, that's why we're saying it. Because when you know, you can always hang up, but at least you're there. Because what's impossible to do is dial in after the fact, after it's already sold, and get you one. Because that's what we can't do. That's what I can't make happen. When it's gone, which is why I'm telling you that there's a one-of-a-kind situation, and we want you to be on the phone lines ready to go, especially when I think a lot of people hold back because they see the $79.99, not aware that I'm taking the price far lower than that. Far lower than that. Come on over, take a look at it. We're going to try it on. It's not $79. Oh, no, I'll take care of you. And look at the inside, fully finished on the inside. You can even change the gold if you want to. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Wow. Sign me up. 203 total weight in diamonds. A gorgeous, glittering diamond perfection, right? Also classic double halo here. So you've got a style that is going to be forever and ever and ever. And we are about to reach the top of the hour. And oh my goodness, in 30 seconds, we're going to have a lot of new people joining us. And they're going to see this too. So that would be an extra reason to dial in early when it's not even 79. And Genevieve, I know we've been, we know we need to help her out if she likes it. It's not going to be 79, 69, 59, 49. 203 in diamonds, all VS, even the center, and it's not 49 or 39. This is what it's all about. That's an $8,000 ring. Instead, I'm doing something different, and this is not scheduled for the show. It's not planned for the show. I'm discounting it for that reason. There's going to be no record of how far below cost I'm taking it. I just need it to go to somebody. And I'm not even asking for $2,999. Well, there you have it. That should be gone already. If we leave it there 60 seconds, it's going to be gone. And for those of you that just now tuned in, we are right here in the midst of showing one of our top diamond selections we have. A 70-point center that looks like a 1 carat round. Then you've got a double halo. All those stones are bigger too. That's a carat 33. And it's not even 29. I still have it here. And you know I'm not going to leave this one here. And nobody's on the phone lines yet. Okay. Well, let's keep going. This is what diamond deals are all about. And as much as I have 2-carat diamond rings fairly often on the show, that does not usually include a 70-point center on its own first. So big time stone in the middle. And would you believe it? I don't even have $29.99. Well, this is about to get better. And here's what I would recommend again, if you are just tuning in, if you are just joining us, if you are just now turning on TVON and saying, turn on TV on, why don't you? It's TV on, not TV off. You got to turn on TV on a Thursday night and see what's going on, and then watch how I'm going to take these prices, like $29.99 where it should be long gone and we still don't have it gone. Come on in. Welcome to the show. Glad you're with us. This is just, you caught us at the tail end of a presentation on a 203 total weight diamond ring. We don't do a lot of rings that have just nothing but white diamonds. We have white diamonds in every ring, but not a lot of rings that are just only white diamonds. So this is one of them. And I may have to skip out on that 1 carat that we had planned because it's not going to hold a candle to this value. And I have just fully illustrated to you that the 1 carat 01 just doesn't even look as large as this one. It doesn't have a lot of diamond weight like this one does. So we may have to skip that entirely unless you really, really want to see it. But this is going even lower than $29.99. If you haven't called yet, do so. This is a heck of a value. 203 in diamonds. They're all VS. You're changing the gold if you want to. No issue there. Take a look at it. It's not even 29 or 28 or 27. I'll keep going because I got to make sure it goes. Passionate about having a rare all diamond piece, and yet it's not even 27. Oh my goodness, does she like it? Well, it's not even $27.99. We got to get her to like the ring and the price. That's my job. It's easy to like jewelry. It's a little harder to like the jewelry you love and the price tag just as much. That's what I'm here to do. So instead of $27.77, instead of $26.99, it gets lower and lower and better and better. And this is why I say, you guys get sick of hearing me say it, but it's important because you got to heed the advice. Dial in early. Sometimes you have no way of even imagining where these price tags are going. You know it's too low. It should be gone right now. It's not yet. It's not even $26.99. You guys have motivated me. I'm going to take it even lower than $2,699 or $2,599. But this is the buy of the night right here, 63 minutes in. I'll make it easy. $2,499 first caller, and we'll give it 60 seconds, and hopefully that will be gone. Because for $24.99, you get $203 total. It's all, even the 70-pointer in the middle, is a VS round brilliant 58 facet, what we call the Tolkowski round ideal cut diamond. They haven't been around forever, but once they figured it out how to make the perfect diamond, meaning not the perfect diamond, like not perfect like clarity, but I mean the perfect cut to show off the brilliance of a diamond, it is the round brilliant. It is always the most classic of styling in diamonds. It's where most people go for engagement styles, anniversary sets, that kind of thing. You can't not love a round. And that's because the sparkle and the brilliance that happens like that. And see how I'm just really, I mean, if it sits on a wheel, great, it looks good. But watch as we really see a direct face view into that stone, seeing that beautiful look, watching the colors, all the rainbow colors just dance. $24.99, and that's major. That's just major. And let me reiterate, for those of you that just tuned in at the top of the hour, that 101 in that more simple, kind of unusual band, I already moved it to the side. I'm already figuring I'm not going to show this now because this one, that ring is $99.99. Which would you rather have? They look, for me, the center stones look pretty identical. And yet this one's only giving you 32 points inside diamonds. This is compared to a carat 33. A carat and a third, which means carat and a third plus 70, that's 203. This only has a total weight of 1 carat 33. So you might get a bigger stone slightly in the center, but it's like $99.99, which is why I say before you spend $10,000 on that band, maybe you consider spending $24.99 on this ring. All right, so let's see who's got it. If it is gone, congratulations. What a piece, right? And how'd you like the Ametrine earrings? Were pretty fun, right? Those were cool. Ametrine earrings to match the Ametrine ring. Which Opal lady? I'm sorry, I'm just laughing that you said Opal lady. Sorry, I shouldn't have probably repeated that. Do you say that kind of stuff on your show? Do you say, hey, Opal lady? Are you talking about the pear shape? Okay, the pear shape that I still can get confused because the bag says Opal. The pear shape Opal is here. All right, so we've had a lot of Opals come back. All right, so let's do this, guys. We'll do a little recap here of our, Will, did you take anybody take the diamond ring? Anybody take the diamond ring? Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna move right along. And my pink topaz is here. I don't know. So what I do know is this. You got to get on the phone lines and ask about anything you've seen in the last 66 minutes. Ask about them and see if you can get them, okay? Just check with your operators because it's a fluid situation here, it seems to be tonight. Let me also flash this because this is what I've been telling you about since we came on the air tonight at 7. And this is a really, 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 oh, wait. Okay, the guys, Tony, I know. It's almost your birthday too, Tony, and I got to imagine Tony is admiring this and imagining this on his hand right now because I think we may have saved one of our best cut pink diasporas for this gentleman style. Really, truly, item number on this one, it's going to be one of those new ones, Tone, 112. The 112. I'm going to start saying 112 because 112 seems easier than 112. Plus, I liked 112's music back in the day. I mean, I'm a 90s kid, so like 112. Okay, anyway, side note. But this is item number 0009, and it's a really good 226 elongated cushion cut. It's a pink diaspora, but decidedly purple colors, but it'll move, and then you'll see a lot of the pinks. And here we go. Really important stone with the double row of pave diamonds. That's 47 points. We did this in the rose gold, but you've probably seen this style with white and yellow with different stones. So just know it's our very first pink diaspora. We realized, oh my goodness, we have to have one of these stones, and there aren't many stones to go around. So got to have at least one option for the gentleman. And so here it is tonight, debuting right here. And you've got a chance to pick it up. We're going to do a really, whoa. I think that, okay, I was fully expecting this to be about $79.99 just based on where the other pink diasporas we've had for the ladies. When we have decidedly less gold, that's usually a stone that the size is going to dictate. Plus, you know, you're adding gold and diamonds and all that. Really dictates you should see a whole lot more going on here than a price tag. Well, $79.99 makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Let's help you out on this one. There is only one. Change the gold if you want to. We've seen, I'm trying to think, we've seen all three gold colors with our pink diasporas. We've seen a lot of rose and a lot of white, but yellow gold we've seen as well. So that's great. And we've got a really good chance here to pick it up. So I'm going to make this easy right now. First caller, gentlemen's jewelry lovers. I know we don't have nearly as many pieces, so this is the time to pick it up for you and make it yours, whatever you do. Let me show you the finishing on the inside. A gal could wear it as well if you like a heavier gold weight, no question about it. This design in particular, I think works really well. And yet, think about the white gold. That's that really good pleochroism. You see pinks, but I would say even the blues and the ultraviolet blues are maybe even a bit stronger at first than the pinks. So, are you ready for a great value that's better than $79.99? I mean, I don't think anyone saw that last value coming on the diamond rings. So here's another good one. I love this great texturing down the sides here. So it really takes a men's ring and gives it a lot of detail, which normally you might think is more reserved for the ladies' jewelry, getting in there and doing all these extra fancy little details. I've got a better value. Remember, it's our only diaspora, and don't have any of the new stones coming in. So this is the one to own. Do we have anybody thinking about it so far? Ready to stock the big value and the big discount I'm about to give it? Okay, it's not even half this price at $4,000, promise you that. We need one. And gentlemen, I don't understand this because we have pretty pedestrian stones in this mounting. Often, I mean pedestrian like classics that we would never run out of, that aren't that rare numerically, and they're more money all day long in this mounting. So I can't really comprehend why such a rarity is a blowout price, and I'm taking it lower than even $39 or $29.99. This is too good. Let's make it easy. $2,499 it'll go. 30 seconds on that one. There's no question. And this is another one where for a gents piece, we're probably still going to have more than one person who want to get that ring. For that kind of value at $24.99, easy deal. What are we thinking? Oh, that. Oh, that thing. Okay. That. I don't even know about those rules yet. Someone's got to fill me in what all that is. All right, coming up. Is it really that much? Really? Oh, wow. Okay. So you mean my girlfriend that texted me this afternoon on the way in who is asking me to size a vintage signet ring for her? You mean it's not going to be free then? Probably not. Probably not. I told her, oh, no problem, I can do it. She goes, do you know anybody who does sizing? That's what she asked me today. She goes, do you know anybody who does sizing? I'm like, yeah, I think I know somebody. I think I know somebody who does sizing. I can help you out. Oh, good. Really? Yeah, I do. I know somebody who can size a ring for you. And yes, she does know what I do. She does know where I work. I don't think she's ever seen the show, but she does know what I do. Yeah, I can size something for you. No problem. No problem. Just, you know, get it to me. I'll get it done. All right, so $24.99. Let's see who's got it. And Jess has it for her caller. I'm just going to show these right now because there has not been too much. Oof, I still don't, I can't comprehend what's happening with this cutting. This is like the Portuguese cut round, but in a pear shape. Portuguese cutting can only be done with a round. Yet this is like a Portuguese cut in a pear shape. It's good. And then we have some serious size here as well. It's going to be item number 9831. And those are, oh man, 18 karat setting. Yeah, we got the 18 karat gold for you in the white gold. That is a tremendous match in really important pear shape. Blue wing block Ds. 1777 is the carat weight. Is that all? 1777 is your carat weight, and 31 points in the diamonds along one, actually each side, but then a little bit in the front of your lever back as well. And we also have a chance for you to pick them up in white gold only. So I know sometimes there's been a little bit of, tonight we've had some people have to toss things back because we couldn't change gold colors. So I apologize, sometimes that is the case. In this case, we worked with a designer who made them in the white gold, but we lent the blue wing black Ds. And we're really, really impressed and proud of these. And so we're really excited, and yet it's gonna be a nice big value. How about we save you a ton? And of course, that's gonna break down almost 9 carats each in those pear shapes. There's not a left and a right design because they have the diamonds on either side, starting at the point of the pear and then wrapping around towards the bottom. 31 points is the diamond weight, but I think with an earring, if you want the tremendous gem weight, I think if you automatically started there with those big stones and then added a lot of diamond weight, then it's something that's more, you know, better for the red carpet that's going on Sunday than it is for maybe just a great evening out. Yes. Oh. Absolutely, yeah, that's, yes. And she already has one, right? So I'm assuming this might be for Ellis? Do you think it's going to be like a his and hers deal? I love that. Thank you so much. Let's try on that diaspora one more time. It's already sold, but just want to give him a look there at what his new ring is going to be all about. There's a look at it. Thank you so much. I know she's got one, at least one. And now he's got one. Very good. So did he opt for the rose gold, Jess, or did he want to switch it? Staying, yeah, I like it too. Cool, all right. Rose gold's still pretty popular with the gentlemen. You know, we're seeing a lot of, you're seeing a lot of high-end watches. That kind of took flight a few years ago and still tends to be really popular. Rose gold for the guys, not just in watches, but in jewelry. So thanks again on that one. Let's take a look at the tanzanite. I'm gonna show one against the hand here so we can give you the length measurement and all that. Show you also the basket work and the finishing in the rear of the earrings so that they look good all the way around. Kind of like those sapphire slice earrings we had earlier that are still here if you'd like them. 1.5 inches is the drop, and then this is what I'm talking about for side basket work and also the great finishing with the designer insignia. Then I'll pop one on the ear for you so you can see how that inch, and it says 3/8. Goodness, let me see here. You're very welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I guess it is more 1 3/8 inches when you look at where the diamonds are going to start. It is. So that's going to be when it's actually in the ear, the lever back. Remember that top portion of the lever back starts really in the piercing itself. So it always tends to look a little bit different as far as length. But that's why I try them on, so you can get a really good idea. And the best price we can do. Simple and easy, $14,999. Actually not the best because I'm bringing it way down tonight. And this is one of those, I get a lot of requests. I think it's logical, right? We've seen a lot of blue wing rings go out the door for years now. We've had very few, I could probably count on 2 hands, the number of times we've had a blue wing block D earring. So it makes sense that there could be a large group of people and shoppers and collectors and jewelry lovers out there that are looking for a blue wing block D earring. Something to maybe go with and create a suite with your fabulous ring you may have. So this could be a great candidate. And I think that, again, it doesn't mean you have to have a pear shape necessarily. I think as long as you have blue wing block D, what's important is the color matching. I think it's actually really kind of cool to mix up the shapes a little bit and do something different, even if you had an Asher, which we have tonight, by the way, a great looking Asher cut coming up in a bridge. But let's make this a lot easier. We'll go back to our wheel. I want you to really be able to say, I'm going to treat myself and wear these with ease. And you know what? We're going to take them down less than $10,000. That's going to be a $5,000 drop already, but not stopping at 10 or 9 or 8 or 7. These just keep on tumbling and really going down where they should not be going, because there's a simple, easy look at those stones tells you that those 9 carat individual stones should not even be that price. $79.99, you're not paying. $69.99, they're not. This is for one caller only, and we're going to blow them out right now. They're in white gold. They're going to be $5,999 only for that one pair of earrings, and that could not be a better pear-shaped cut. That is a really, it's a super enhanced pear-shaped cutting that is fascinating beyond, far beyond what you typically see in a pear shape, and we're so thrilled to have those. So $59.99, they got to go. And they will at that price. There's no way they're sticking around. And then we have, I think it might make sense to get into that Asher cut here, as we have, and I finagled something really special in this ring. So I'm kind of excited about it, because there was an original price today that was all set up and ready to go and in our system, and goodness knows if it got changed, I don't know. But we're gonna do something really extra special, and oh, here it is. Guess what item number it is? 9999, which also should be the price tag. But let's show it to you now. Brand new this evening. Told you about it right at the top of the show, and are we ready for this? Asher cutting that's gonna show off every single angle. Shows off all the red. Let me give it a little extra polish here. And look at this, in a bridge where you can appreciate, and the band needs polishing, the stone needs polishing. This has been obviously admired here tonight so far. Look at this stone. Okay, this is gonna be a wild one. I was telling you that we had an Asher cut because we rarely do anymore, but 99.99 is the number. It's 14 karat solid gold. We're gonna come in a little closer on this one, and then as I do, watch that. All I did was block the light a little bit and shading one of the lights here. Recognize more red now, right? And it's a 4 karat 23, so I think it's a really versatile wearable size. But yet again, another bridge that we don't see all that often. Exciting to see a bridge style that I am still, guys, searching for the center of this wheel, and our wheel has a mind of its own these days, so it tends to move throughout the show. So, you know, just got to make sure we're centered up here for you. But it's a 4 karat 23. 67 points. Let's take a look at those diamonds that run all the way through. It's a double row there. So they're going to go all the way, start at one side and then run all the way through there. And then you've got even double prongs there in the corners. But look at this fascinating cut that is in and of itself square, but then it's got that great notched corner detail. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try it on, and then we're going to show you what we can offer here for you as well as far as big time value, because I feel like this is one of the more, and I'm going to keep on messing with our wheel and try to get it completely centered for you, because it looks a little off, and it is. So I'll do my little, my busy work over here for you, and we're going to help you own this one, and then we're going to see what we, sorry guys, that's a little perfectionism here that I got to work through. So this is what we've got going on. If you'd like this one, huge, huge value on the way. Mega, mega moment for our blue wing lovers, especially Asher as being one of the more difficult cuts to find. And we know that, right? This is going to be a great way to go. Let's take a look at it again close up, and we're going to help you right now to own a specialty piece. And we're going to really, I came out and looked at this piece today, and I thought, well, this one's a good one. And then I looked at the price tag and I went, oh, okay. They wanted some big money for the Asher cut, and I get it. Their last call. We don't have many more remaining. So it's an important time to get one if you'd like. But this also has the more wearable bridge, very squared off in its design. Let me show it again from those different angles. We'll flip it around. It's a really good look, and we'll do any gold you want, white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. But I love seeing it straight on, so you can really appreciate. I'm going to make a little note, guys, because I know our designers, our setters always have a little difficulty with square stones. It really does need a little tweaking, and I see it, so I'm just going to say it, because I'm writing a note right now. It needs to be tweaked a little bit to be centered up. So that's something. I do a lot of quality control after shows. That's why I hang out after shows, and you know, we kind of go through the show and do all that, and then we do a lot of quality control and things. So I'm going to make a little note of that, but just be resting assured that this is going to be completely perfect and symmetrical when you get it at home. But I don't want to just set it aside and wait for another day, because I already worked really hard to make sure it's a better value than $99.99. So how about this? We actually got down to $79.99. I was still not totally impressed with the price tag, and that's, well, the big reason for that is I've been changing prices a lot lately on tanzanite, and we've seen the prices really tumble. And that's something that I think, you know, we talk about our savvy shoppers. We don't usually have brand new rookie shoppers, as I would call it. We have a really astute audience that has a really keen eye for value. It's probably why you're here, because you could be watching any number of shows like ours right now, and why you're watching us. And you know, the rest of those shows are generally 24 hours. You can turn them on at any time. You know, you have to make more of an effort to watch our show. We're not here 24 hours. We're here 3, and we're here, you know, 6 times a week and 5 times on TV. So, you know, it's a little more of an effort, and I think people do that because it's worth it to get the higher quality at the better price. It's worth it. Makes sense, doesn't it? So when we bring you something like this, and when I've been bringing prices down, and for what rhyme or reason, just to make them affordable, because obviously we're running low on our blue wing block Ds overall, not seeing them a lot going forward. When they're out, they're out. When they're mined out, they're mined out. That happened a long time ago, but when the collection is sold out here, we're done. Can't bring any more. We could bring other tanzanites, but not blue wing block D. And I'm sorry, once you get accustomed to this really very, very best, I mean, you guys at this point are doing what I'm doing. You're scrutinizing between different blue wings at this point. You're going, well, that stone looks a little more saturated, or that stone's giving more red, so I think I'll go there. That's the savviness we're talking about. That's what you all as shoppers are good at, and that's why I want to bring this to you at a better value than even $79.99, because with me dropping prices lately, it's taken the per carat level of pricing down. Then we expect that we're going to see that on everything. So let me do that right now, and the only way to get around $79.99 is actually to put it on the auction block for you to decide. So let's come on over and take a look at it. I'm going to just hoist it up so you can really see the true saturation of that stone, all the red flashes it gives, and it's not even going to be $7,000. I'm going to put it on the auction block so we can get you a better value. And then when I said I wanted to auction it, they were like, okay, we'll start at 45. And I'm going, ooh, I don't know. Yeah. Hi. A lady's ring. Let me see what we have, Bonnie. I don't have anything out here tonight, but I bet you, Bonnie, we can bring something out for you. I know lately we've tried to have some, did she say what size stone she wants? Okay, so Bonnie, let's see what we have for you. We'll let you know here shortly. Thank you for the request. But this is 67 points in diamonds. Let me try it on again, and it's not going to be $4,500 to open. Okay, I need to make some magic happen. Not even $4,000 to open, and that was all the grand idea earlier. How about $35,000 or $3,000, or better yet, $2,500 to get it started? With that heavier, I love that it's all really squared off, meaning the stone obviously is, with those cut corners being an Asher, but then you have the squared off nature of the band. It's wider and it builds up, and then it levels up to those double prongs in the corners there. You still see that bright flash from this stone, but reds all the way through. All of this squared off fastening. We're not going to do $25,000 or $2,000. Come on in. This is what I fought for and fought for and fought for, just to make it interesting and to really provide you with some values. Do want to show you the inside under gallery all the way through and around. And also this will be a mounting. You probably do want to go up a little bit on size. So that means whatever size you normally wear, just order a size a little larger, and I mean like a half a size, just to accommodate this wider, heavier band you have. The depth of the gold as well that you're seeing there, that beautiful double row that runs all the way through. Not even $2,000. Let's try something different. We're going to go 19, you know what? I don't like those weird numbers. But if we go to the next round number, that's a huge extra discount. So be it. Let's make it $1,500 to start. And with I was going to do a $100 increment but you know what? We're just going to make it easy. Do what we're also accustomed to. There's a big driving force behind why this value came down the way it did. So let's make it even better than, you know what, $100 we won't do, $50 we won't do, make it $25 increments, please. And then we'll see where we go. But for a 4 carat 23, when you have a $1,500 potential, I wouldn't say a win yet, but my goodness, we're looking for an open, and who knows if we only get one bidder, that's where it would be. So think about $1,500 and where that puts a 4 carat 23. That's at $350 a carat. And no, there's no $350 a carat regular tanzanite out there. So we're looking for an open and we don't have it. And again, I'm sorry to be that brutally honest. It's crooked. We can all see it. So I'm just going to say it. We're going to make sure it's right. So I do that and I'll supervise that personally. But again, don't let that hold you back. Make sure you're getting the deal on the stone, the deal on the color, the rarer cut that we have. Because I have more emerald cuts than that. Asher is the most limited by far. So we have 20 seconds to get the open. People think, oh, you just show up and you talk for 3 hours and you go home. No. I'm here designing jewelry and helping with customer service and talking to you guys all day long, and, you know, making sure that we're all on the same page with our jewelry department, and, you know, making it a seamless process between manufacturing to up here on the air to your house, because that's kind of the way it goes, right? It goes from our manufacturing facility, which is here on site, to here in the studio on TV, to your house. So it's a process, and again, who else is doing that and overseeing every little angle for you, and you know, making sure that everything. It's really like if you were taking it to your family friend or your family member who was a jeweler, if they just happen to have their own manufacturing, and if they happen to do everything themselves, and you know, if they said, we'll change the size and the gold color for you, no problem. So do we have the open at 15? Oh, we've got it. Hi, we've got the open at 15. We've got it. Sorry, just a very strong aroma just came over me. What did somebody? Is it perfume or what is? I don't know. It's a good one. It's flowery. Just wasn't expecting that. I don't usually get bowled over by aromas up here. I get bowled over by gemstones, the visual. Do you smell it too, Tony? Tony's back there in his fireproof control room. I doubt he smells. You have no idea how valuable it is around here, okay? I've witnessed several in-studio fires at this point. So we protect Tony at all costs. All right, so we Tony. 1,500, we have it, right? Okay, so guess what? We've got 15, but nobody else. And I made the increment. I'm checking to make sure I made those increments teeny tiny. I did. We made the increments $25. So hopefully with a last 2-minute clock that I have a feeling is about ready to wrap up, it's going to wrap this whole thing up. This auction is going to be over. But it's pretty much over as it started here, it looks like, because we haven't made any significant progress here. And this is what the stone looks like face up. That is a special stone. Every time it moves, which I'm just replicating, you know, when it's on your hand, it's moving. We're very rarely still. So you're having movement to that stone, so you're seeing those beautiful facets like that, you know, hall of mirrors that goes deep, 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 deep inside the center of the stone there. Red flashes, I love the double prongs. I love that the whole mounting is really squared off. A lot of our bridge mountings are a little bit more rounded or flowery, or this is really just perfect for the Asher cut. We've thought of everything. We've made it make sense. We've got even that very internal square you're seeing. Did you see how it's amazing how every single dimension of the internal part of the stone can light up red. We're at 15. Anybody else want to come in? Let me see if we have 1525. Yes or no? I think we're about ready to wrap this up. And oh my goodness, halfway through the show already. Ooh, okay. So seeing the values here in what is considered prime time. And the good news is we have a lot of other values coming your way throughout the show, so don't go anywhere because this may be just the beginning. But we are at $1,500. And we have a $25 increment only, so it certainly makes it, I hope, easy to get in. That's the whole point. I should be getting a lot bigger increment, but it really does. It's, if you weren't first in the phones, or on the phones rather, you can come on in right now. It's $25 away from potentially being yours. We're about to wrap this up. It's one of our few Asher cuts. I always say this, the 4 and the 5, to me, having had a lot of blue wings at this point and a lot of different varieties, I think that the 4 and 5 carat stones tend to be the ones that are the most, and you guys have somewhat jived here on this, they tend to be the most wearable for every day. So when you're talking about wearing a stone consistently throughout your lives, not necessarily saving it for a special occasion, but really living in it, I think those 4 to 5 carats are really good logical pieces here, you know, to wear every day. Now, the setting is a little higher, but it's well protected. This is why we did 2 prongs in each corner too. So it is elevated and given it this beautiful platform in this elegant way that it's set up on a pedestal, but that's because it's a bridge. We ran those diamonds throughout, and it's got such a deep saturated color. You're still going to get a little glimmer of the diamonds through the underside, especially when you look through the side profile of the piece, but other than that, it's about saturation, red flashes, and then watching the diamonds more from all the other angles, right? All the other angles. The side profile, we give you that little window in. The actual side of the ring, you see in. So you see that double row run all the way through from side to side on the ring. We can do any gold color, we can do any size, but we're needing to give this a last 2-minute final clock. That's going to be it. Oh. And I fought and fought and fought to get this away from 79. I mean, that's as far as they were willing to go. And then I said, what about an auction? They're like, okay, but no less than 45. And then, you know, up here freewheeling. up here making sure that, hey, it worked, we've got it going out, but we just need to know if you want to get in. Because if you're saying it should come to my house instead of her house or his house, you got to call in the next 2 minutes. Last call, last chance, take a look. It's only $25 increments, that's it. So a really amazing, amazing stone. And now it's last call. 2 minutes and 67 points in diamonds as well. And then it's last call, and we've got requests coming in too. Looking forward to that as well. Oh my, oh me, oh my. What have I done? And this is actually the angle where when you look centered up, like center core of that stone, look at that. Reds at the center square. What do we think we're playing? Hollywood Squares? Remember that game? I loved that game. That wasn't a game, it was a TV show, right? It was only a game if you were on it playing it. I was never on it. But that was a good one, right? Center square. Who was always, there was always the same person in the center, right? Wasn't that it? And then they'd mix up everyone else. They should bring that back. They should. I know a bunch of Hollywood Squares, but it has nothing to do with the game show. Nothing to do with that show. All right, so here we go. 55 seconds left. Last chance, last call. Most of them are pretty cool, but there's some squares out there too. 45 seconds remaining. Last call. Anybody else thinking about it? Anyone will go 1525 or more? I mean, we could hear a power bid at like 1550 at this point. Or see, if it were me, I'd be putting in some funky bid, like some lucky bid. You know, I'm a little stitious, so I'd be like, oh, 1555, just put my number through there. But you do what you want as long as it's a $25 increment, and we are now down to 20 seconds left. So it's very last call. One more time on the hand here. Last chance. Look at the inside. And again, I recommend going up a half a size because you see how the width of the band, it doesn't taper all that much from the sides. So I say best off to get a little bit larger than you typically wear just so that you can ensure that when it arrives and you open it up and you're really excited and anxious to wear it, you have the right size. So you're not running to me saying, do you know somebody who can size a ring for me? I do. But then you have to send it back and all that. And we will. We'll proudly, if you ever get it wrong, we can always size it for free for you. So, yeah? Oh, yes. Like how high it sits? Like that? Now, I can measure it. I could get in there and measure it too, because I was now mentioning that it is a bridge. So naturally in a bridge, you've got an elevation to the way it's going to sit up. And this is that little kind of window I was talking about, not a window in the stone, let's be clear, but as a little gallery view here. So you're seeing the culet of the stone there. I love that look. I'm just going to take a ruler to it and measure it. It's going to be tough for me to do it on air for you guys to see because it would be a really strange angle. But it's about, it sits up, oh gosh, it's about 1/4 of an inch in the way it sits up. So I just measured from my hand to the top, and it's about 1/4 of an inch up off the hand. So if that helps, I know that was a question. I just heard that question. So 15 or 1525, let me know. Let me know. You got it? All right, let's sell it. It's sold. Congratulations, that's gone. What am I going to show you now? I think we're caught up on requests at the moment. This is done. Oh, wait a minute. I know what we have. Did we find any pink diasporas yet? I don't know. I think we're still searching. So let me show you this in the meantime. Sorry, I would just want to make sure I don't forget about Bonnie's request. This, if you are remembering one of the things I mentioned at the top of the show, that I had a gigantic champagne diamond, this is it. It's item number 20027. Does that work for you, Tony? Or should I say 112, or should I just say 0027? Did we find nothing in pink diasporas with light diamond weight? Nothing. Okay. So Bonnie just found out we did scour our inventory of pink diasporas. We don't have anything for you right now, but we're going to make it. Do you know which Bonnie it is? Yeah, okay, good. So we can let her know so she doesn't miss it. All right, sound good. Okay, so Bonnie, if you didn't hear, we've got the, we looked pink diasporas. We're going to make you something. So we're going to get you the perfect piece, but it's not here at the moment. But this is, and it's 18 karat gold, rose and white gold together. It's a 2 carat 22. Natural, champagne, VS. Wait a minute. I looked down, never expecting to see those two letters, but we're seeing VS. I mean, I looked at the stone, I thought, wow, that looks really clean, but do you think we actually denoted it as VS? And it is. And this is a natural color, champagne, diamond. I think it's the largest we've had. It's also 46 points in diamond. Boy, that looks like more, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to go with it. 46 points in the diamonds around it. That would be all white diamonds, it says. But we know that when white diamonds, even when we have our really good white diamonds in the VS, well, when we set them in rose gold, they tend to look or skew a little pink. So kind of looks like you have pink diamonds, but they are white diamonds. Although I feel like we should double check, because the more I stare at it, the more I feel like they're pink. Is it an optical illusion? Is it tricking me? Or are they just, again, reflecting the gold they're setting in? We're calling them white diamonds. Yeah, they look white diamonds. All right, so here's what we've got. 222, 46 points, 18 karat gold. This is something that I get a lot of requests for. Bigger diamonds, bigger colors of diamonds, because you see what we do on the values. So no wonder everybody's saying, okay, if you can do that on a half carat, then bring me a 2 carat. Bring me a larger than 2. Well, we hardly ever have them because, well, those are a little tougher to make easy values. This one is just fantastic. It really, truly is. We're so proud to have this one for you. I can't say enough about it. You see how clean it is. That's the beauty of seeing it up close. And let me even do you one better here and show you directly up. This is where we get that angle. So you're seeing directly into that center of the stone. And with a 222, and especially being up close like this, you would see it. If there was any kind of visible inclusion, like a naked eye visible inclusion, you would see it. We're giving you a better view than you would look at it in person with a loupe right now. So you can sit at home, feet up, kick back, and still get a really good visual of what your diamond is all about. We have one, and I just still can't get over the fact I'm looking at it from every angle, and I encourage you to do so too. I cannot find a flaw, even with that gigantic size and all that clarity it's bringing. I cannot find a flaw in any respect. It's so incredible. And it's supposed to be $34,999. All natural color, remember, so that puts it in that rare category that this is absolutely unenhanced in any way, shape, or form. No treatment, no heating, no nothing. Faceted and polished, and yes, it's a gigantic round. So even more impressive that the round is the most wasteful cut. It's still 222. So how big did that rough have to start to still have a 222 when all is said and done? But it's not $34,000. It's for one collar, it's gonna fly. And when I've had 2 carat yellows, just regular 2, meaning just 2 even, they go for around 10. This is a 222, and it's around brilliant, and it's VS. And we're not going to ask for $34,000 or $30,000 or $25,000 or $20,000, and it's so worth it right now. But this price is meant to make it move, and fast. It's not even going to be $19,999. One collar only. That's it. It's going to be $9,999 instead. $99.99, and all of that to think it's all set in 18 karat gold on top of that. And that beautiful dual halo in the 2 tones of gold, and the rose, such a beautiful complement to the champagne, then the white diamonds around that. It's incredible. And for $99.99, you are the proud owner of a 222, and that just sounds good as well. Or should I say 2? That sounds good too. 222. You'll always remember your carat weight. Someone's got to be excited about that Asher cut, am I right? Okay, good. I hope so. That was quite the value. Next up, we're going to make something really affordable. I mean, more affordable than we typically see anything on this show. Then we've got a great museum wheel without the museum price too, so that's going to be fun. But I want to show you this because we were talking about topaz earlier. Keep in mind, I still have that pure pink topaz, which is that untreated. Well, isn't this cool? Wow, we have not seen this mounting. Shout out to all my Victorias and my, I can't think of, I can't think of another female V name right now. For the life of me, I thought about Victoria first because I love that name, but look at that. There's a little V. Is there a T and an O and an N hidden in there too? I'm just wondering if it feels like there's a lot of hidden symbolism here between the cutout detailing. It's like a triangular Greek key on the sides. of this bail. Then you've got this via pave and a fancy cut Swiss blue topaz. 4683 is the number. And it also happens to be, think of it like a marquise cut, but with a lot of extra faceting around the edge. It is a stone that is 4 carats 52 in size, but it also brings you about 4 or 5 points in diamonds. So just that little accent there in that V design, that shape. I mean, it could stand for vixen, I'm just saying. But it's 5 points in diamonds. It's also going to be our Swiss blue topaz, and we have yellow, white, rose, gold, you decide, but it's going to be one of our most affordable items, and you've got a good size bail here. Actually, I do want to show you here from the sides, because technically, you could put that chain that you have through this side or that side. You could even, now I don't think you're going to wear it upside down. I think that would look odd. But you do have 2 options here that are technically bails, right? So you can go kind of midpoint, or you can go top. And why that's important is there's almost an open V above the V. So what that means is if you wanted to keep this top portion kind of clean, you could actually, as I show it against the hand here, you could put your chain through that middle portion as well. So if you wanted to, you could kind of go right through the midsection. So it's up to you. Kind of play with it when you get it home, and I think you'll find there's a right way to wear it for you. But it's also going to be your choice of gold color, and it's a great look. You can see it's got some great size, but that Swiss blue variety, I don't think there's a more showy version of topaz out there. And if you want the softer blues, we have a great Sierra Santa Maria coming up. It's 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. I'll show it on the neckline as well. But it's going to be your choice of gold color, and it's got that cutting is everything. Because it's still, it doesn't look crazy wild, but it's giving you crazy wild flashes. It doesn't look like, you know, some people shy away from these really funky cuts because they feel like sometimes it doesn't then look like a real gem, you know, because we tend to stick to the traditional cuts. So sometimes if cuts get too crazy or too wild, some people will shy away. This still overall looks like an oval or a marquise cut, but then when you see it move, it's got these bright extra flashes. Let's take a look at it from a distance away here just so you can see size-wise, just another reference point here for you to appreciate the size and the color and how in a little less light over here, you're really seeing that beautiful shine that it has. It's almost like a neon blue. It's really bright. It's very saturated. And then again, standing up even against all these, different colors that you have. So it's beautiful whether you're wearing it on bare skin or whether you're wearing it against some color of your wardrobe, but it's a beautiful look. We've got the white, the yellow, or the rose, so you're going to decide there, but it's really affordable. And I'm not talking about $9.99 or $4.99 or even $399 affordable. We're making this truly one of our most affordable pieces of jewelry that is here for you tonight or any night, any day, any night, any show. This is only $299 if you'd like it, and almost an inch top to bottom, and then we'll go right back up to our close-up and take another look at that fancy cutting. So this will be the way to get our yeah. Oh, hi, Catherine in Wisconsin. Wonderful. Brand new shopper with us tonight. Wonderful. Welcome to our show, Catherine. Thank you so much. $299. Do want to get to the aqua before our top of the hour comes. We've got a really, really, really special saturated big Sierra Santa Maria aqua. So that's going to be here next. I think, or is that too much blue in a row? Should we go to it's a different color blue. This is more that electric blue. You know there are 3 varieties of topaz: sky blue, which is more like an aqua, but usually a little lighter, and then the electric blue, I call it, of Swiss blue topaz, and then you also have London blue, which is more of a deeper navy blue, which is really can be good if you get a really, I mean, you have to be very, I think, very particular about your London blues. Sometimes they look better than others, right? We don't want them to be too dark. So here's that really bright, exquisite look at me kind of piece. But again, bail over here. So you've got that little V shape leading into the stone. All right, $299 still here. All right, anybody can grab that who would like it. I also just want to flash the Imperial that's in the bridge because we did have an Imperial earlier, and somehow, some way, I have both. And this one didn't get a full presentation only because I did present it a few days ago. But I do want to show you here just as a subtle recap. There are 2 exquisite Imperial topaz, and we did have the pure pink. So technically all of my Oro Preto topaz, which I'm just going to show you all of them together because I am not going to leave them here. And let me get my pink one too, because I want to show you the pure pink that we had. That's our last one, and show you the 3 options. And let's realize, because I'm always a big proponent of if we have some that are similar, at least let me show them together at one time, because that's the best way to ensure you get your absolute favorite. Because, believe it or not, These are all going to be from that same Brazilian one source Ouro Preto precious topaz mine. Yes, go ahead. Will?
Dolores said if someone can buy two
Yes.
pendant, they can use it as earrings as long as they have
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Who was that?
Dolores.
And she called in just to say that? That's such a good idea. Does she want to be a show host? Because I'm looking for some time off. Dolores, that's a great thing, actually. She said, why don't you take two of those blue topaz pendants and you can, she wasn't even talking about adding a post. She's just talking about string them onto a hoop. That is so true. Dolores, I like that because it was a bigger bail. You can't do that with tiny bails. You can only do that with a bigger bail. I like that. And then it would be like a charm on a hoop. Yes, absolutely. I like how she thinks. And I think anybody who's got a hoop, if you want to mix it up, that's what you could do. So here we are with our three different types of Ouro Preto stones. And we have either the 80-point pink, which is in the middle. And that one I tried unsuccessfully to get started in auction, so I've got a solution here for you. And then we've got the bridge, which is the 148 in the left, rear left. And then, of course, the 175 is the pear shape we saw earlier. So believe it or not, these are three different stones that all are different in their individual colors, but they all come directly from Ouro Preto. That also means they are pure and natural. There is no treatment at all. This is why I say it's so difficult sometimes when, I know a lot of you guys understand because you've been watching shows like ours for a while and you know the good stuff and you know the difference. But for those new shoppers, I mean, think about it. How many new shoppers have we had just tonight in the first 2 hours of the show who maybe have not seen the higher end, really, really unusual stones out there? You might be looking at these thinking, well, I know pink topaz and it's that coated stone and it's really inexpensive. This could not be further from that. It doesn't look anything like that. Nobody's going to look at those and say, oh yeah, that's that coated pink topaz. It's a totally different color. This is a totally different rarity. It's a pure and natural, we call it in the trade precious topaz. I think that's something we need to bring back because it is indeed precious topaz because it's so rare, because it's so unique, and because you're also getting these great values here. That's why I wanted to put them all together and show you your options. If you want to go a little more pinky red, you go for the bridge. If you want to go more like intense orangey red pink, you go for the pear. And if you want to go pure pink like a pink diamond, you go for that oval in that classic halo design. We're going to show you all three. Let me recap. They're all different prices, but I just wanted you to see them all together so you can compare and contrast. And then we'll get you some great deals because actually the rear two here are going to be the same exact price tag. It's going to be $29.99 for the bridge, $29.99 for the double halo, which, by the way, has pink and white diamonds. And this one, since I did not get it open on our auction, I'm going to do it for $999 if you want the pure pink. And Tony's ready here. Thank you, Tony, because this helps give a visual, because goodness knows somebody's probably watching on mute. And so this will tell everybody, yes, and also here are the carat weights. So you know what to expect carat weight-wise. It is the 175 pear shape, so that is the largest. And then we go over here, that bridge oval is a 148, and then we go right here up front. That's an 80-point pink, pure pink. I know they're different, but they all come from that same mine, and they are extremely rare individually. And you can't say one is more rare than the other even, although we've seen fewer of the pure pinks, like what's in the center. That's only our second, and it's our final. So this is where you're seeing the best of the best in the topaz world, and here we're following with blue topaz. Blue topaz, like we just saw in that pendant, as lovely as it is, that is a less expensive stone because it is a treated stone. It gets a lot of the heat treatment. That's how it starts as a clear, colorless stone. It's still a topaz. It's still a natural topaz, but then it's getting heat treatment like most stones do. The three you see up here from that one and only source in Brazil, famed Ouro Preto mine, but it's also going to be no treatment whatsoever. So I just love the beauty of them. They're very unique and rare and special. And the oval and the bridge, remember, that's going to give you quite a bit of diamond weight. So that's why the price is similar. Even though the stone is a carat 48, it's got a carat 05 in diamonds. This is the 175 pear shape. That has a 63, remember, was the white diamond weight, 9 points in the pink. So a total weight there of the, what would that be? Gosh, that's the 72 points total weight. And then we go here, the pure pink is the 80-point center with 52 points. So not an Ouro Preto night, apparently, but I thought they were pretty. I think we all know they're rare, and they're all under $3,000 if you'd like them. So huge value. Take advantage of it, and we'll help you out. And then we've got still the 22 champagne is here. Also, we have some gorgeous, they're yellow sapphires, but they look like yellow diamonds. And then we have another wheel, or two actually. I've got two wheels I'm going to try to fit into an hour and 9 minutes. And then we have our beautiful Sierra Santa Maria coming up next. So just a 60-second clock on these three, if you'd be so kind, just so we can give everybody their last call. And then Will, let me know which one you're thinking about. The center. So we've got a verification going on the 80-point pure pink there in the center, which now I just made $9.99. By the way, that's our last one. It's the last. We had one ever before. It sold in an auction really, really affordably. And now I've made this one even more affordable at $9.99. So big time value. And that is that. Okay, so $29.99 sounds like maybe our two in the back there, $29.99 each on those. Maybe still here. We are verifying on the pure diamond pink. That's the difference. And maybe there's just one that's going to speak to you, right? Maybe it's the mounting, maybe it's the design, maybe it's the shape of the stone, maybe it's the color. So all rare. That's the beauty of it. No matter if you're spending $9.99 or $29.99, they are all exquisite rarities. And those are just truly the most pure, pinky orangey. This is why we call it a Padparasha doppelganger, is when you see although it's more rare. It's a lot easier to find a Padparasha sapphire than it is an Imperial topaz that looks like that. So our final call, just had to recap those. I think they're just important enough to where needed another look, and maybe just maybe we can find the right home for them. Okay, coming up, it's aqua time. You know how I brought the Asher cut and we had that $79.99 piece that then I ended up going crazy on an auction? Well, this one's going to go through something similar, except I only have, 6 minutes now until the top of the hour. And this could be our finest aqua yet. No wonder it's a private collection stone. No wonder. That makes sense. And it also is $99.97 is the item number here. It's going to absolutely fly. Aquamarines are a little bit more pricey these days, especially Sierra Santa Marias. I have tried to give you full warning that we got a new batch of stones in. This is not part of it. This is from the private collection. So real quick heads up, this is not going to be having to go through that new pricing structure that we're seeing with the, so there's this new batch of stones that came in, and I feel like I'm really obligated to make sure you're aware of this, because as we create new aquas and they arrive on the show, you're going to see some different pricing than you're accustomed to. I was kind of shocked, and so they're really pricey. So I want to make sure you understand this is going to older, not even inventory, but private collection of ownership to pick and choose this one stone, which is a 248 cushion cut that is gleaming. And it's got a diamond signature mounting, but the signature mounting is really customized so that it works with the cushion as opposed to the oval. And it's still going to give you an 82-point diamond weight around it. That would be the side pave that's wider. That's the big halo of the individual round brilliance that you have as well. And it is going to be all one mega value. I would really recommend, and we've been doing this throughout the night, where heavy recommendations here to get on the lines early if you're thinking about it. I can do a gold color change. I've got a finished under gallery for you. We'll show it to you on the hand. Make sure you dial in as soon as you possibly can, because there is no way, and this color does not wane. Let me show it to you here on the hand from a distance, because it may even get richer and brighter and darker. It looks almost like a cornflower blue sapphire when you see it, right? It's beyond great aqua. It's the literal best of the best. The mine is closed. It's why when people have, so we're dealing with a finite material. If you're going to go acquire an aquamarine from Sierra Santa Maria today, you're going to another person's private collection, another gem trader's collection. And they're aware, it's their business. They know what's going on. They know there's nobody else who's got it. That's why you see $60,000 and $70,000 carat prices. It is really giving Paraíba a run for its money on a pricing scale. I'm about to blow this out, because remember, take advantage of these bigger stones in the older inventory, i.e. the private collection, where we don't have to abide by today's newer pricing. We actually, at Tucson, early February, bought some Sierra Santa Marias. They're not this size. They cost more than the price of this entire ring that's going to be here on this air tonight. This is your moment. I was shocked. And I told you this the other day. I had a 98 pointer There's Patriotic that's doing the same thing, guys. The prices are astronomical. So if price is an issue, and for most of it it is, and I don't care how much money you have, we still want to save money. I think there's nobody, no matter what your budget is, that wants to spend more than they have to. I'm a believer in that. And I think actually the finer taste you have, the more you probably have to seek out value because you want the better material. So you got to find a better value. This is, from our entire aqua going forward, this will be the better value. Who are you shopping with over there? I'm sorry, what? Do you want to try again? Never mind. I'll ask you in a minute. I'm what? Yes, of course. Sure. Let me see if I have a gauge here. I do. I have a gauge handy, and I'm going to just take it away from you for a moment, guys, because I want to millimeter size the measurement. That's what I'm going to do, which really means measure the millimeter. It's an 8 wide by, it should be about 10, and it is. 8 by 10, cushion cut. While I'm here, I'll try it on again. And we're going to make it really affordable. We mentioned we can change the gold color. We're going to size it. It's true to size. There's that color. This just, every time I look at it on the hand, I think it looks even more true to form, like better color than it even does look up close. I need you to have it. Here's the deal. This older inventory is still, I'll just show it to you. It's $49.99. That's going to be a better price than we can do going forward on smaller stones. And yet you get this big diamond weight and this unbelievable color. Do we have anybody thinking about it so far? We've got someone who asked about the millimeter size. We now know that's an 8 by 10. This is the reference point here to see it on my hand. It's not 49. It's not 39. I need a caller. And it's not even going to be $2,999 for the Sierra Santa Maria you see right there. And when I tell you it's a big value, come on in. I'm a value seeker like you are. May even be more so because who cares more about jewelry values than anybody in this world? I do, because that's my livelihood. That's my job, is to make values happen. This value right now at $29.99 could not be topped. We're going to make it better. I need you on the lines. If you have any desire to own, and you don't want to do not give up one bit of your color in aqua. Do not give up any saturation, any diamond weight. You should have it all. We are believers of that. That is our philosophy. You should have it all in gems. You should have it all in diamonds. You should have good gold weights to boot. You should have it all. But with all that said, and when we can deliver all of that aforementioned quality, 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 you should also get a really, really stinking low price. And that's what this is going to be. And I think it already is. I think $29.99 is there. We're going to take it lower. Nobody has called in yet, I don't think. We're just talking about millimeter size. So this is it's your wide open moment. Take advantage of it. It's not 29, it's not 25, it's not 24. This doesn't happen going forward on aquas. Trust me, I've seen them. I know what we had to pay last month in the wholesale trade show just to get a few stones that were smaller, not as good a color. There's a reason this is in the private collection. It's about the color. And that's going to turn around to cost you guys more. And I'm telling you right now, because you're about to see in the coming months here, you might look at aquas and go, what happened? This is why you take advantage. And not that those won't be great values, they will. It's just this is that extra, extra, extra special value that you're not going to see again. Because when we're out of stones, we're out of stones. And you know we're getting there when we have to dive into the ownership's private collection to pluck one stone to put in a great ring. And it's not even $24.99 because that's not doing it. So how about better pricing as we just reached the top of the hour on our Thursday night? Glad you're with us. Don't go anywhere. We have another hour of jewelry and who knows what kind of values, but let's make this even better. 24, 23, 22, 21, 2,099. How about this? It's $19.99 for 60 seconds only. And that's that. 60 seconds, one caller, and under $2,000. Now that's how you make a Sierra Santa Maria affordable. Right there. That's it. That's the one. Should light up these lines, I hope. Seems like we sometimes have a Cinderella moment at 9 o'clock where it's like, poof. And then, oh boy, all the viewerships, but you got to stay with me because this is where it's at. And this one just wrapped into the last hour here, but so worth picking up the phone and taking it in $19.99. Let's do a wheel to start. Actually, we're going to do those sapphire earrings. This one's here, 20 seconds left to look at it, think about it. Imagine that on your hand in the next couple of days. Some really pretty earrings that are going to be really important because they're going to give you the look of yellow diamonds, but without the expense. Thank you. All right. So if you would like the aqua, oh good, we're verifying. Let's see who's got it. I bet you somebody is getting the aqua. Joyce, are you thinking about the aqua? No. They just wanted to see if I could measure with a millimeter gauge, right? Okay, aqua's here. Yes. Will, what are you doing? You thinking about this one? Aqua? Anybody thinking about it? Thinking about it, verifying? All right, I'm going to leave that in your capable hands because I know you guys understand value, and that is a big one. So I'll get to these yellow sapphire, and I'm going to be honest, I might trip up. I might call these diamonds at some point because they really do. And you're going to see it with your own two eyes here. I think these look like yellow diamonds. And they're not. And if they were, they'd be a whole bunch of money. You know, because this is a big earring. And it's a gorgeous designer earring with a lot going on for detail. This is our top of the hour. I'm so excited we have them for you. It's going to be hard to focus on two earrings at once when they sit back to back like this, but I'll move them around for you. It's item number 9751, and they are sapphires. They are indeed natural, unheated, untreated yellow sapphires. But yellow sapphires can be a lot of different tones, just like yellow diamonds can. They can be really, really light and pale, or they can be really almost like brown or orange. These are true, bright, beautiful yellows. Thank you so much. So here's what we have for you. The sapphires are unheated. The total carat weight is 86 points in pear shapes. There's also 58 points, so that's a lot of diamond weight for an earring, much more than we typically see, and we're going to make it a little top of the hour value for you. Yellow gold, or actually, Tony, these can be changed. White gold, rose gold. I'd say white or yellow are your best options there. Now, you're seeing the yellow. Watch this from a distance. You're not going to see much gold. So remember, the gold that you are seeing now is the lever back. That's going to be in your ear securely. So what you're going to see pretty much is just diamonds and the yellow sapphire. Take a look at them from a distance. Yes. Do you mean the ring size? It was a 7 right now, but we offer sizing. So you're not stuck with a 7 and you're not running around town in your city looking for a sizer. You're just gonna get it arriving ready to wear. RT Dub, ready to wear. This is the length of the earring. It's about, I think, 1 1/8 inches really, where the diamonds actually begin. The actual lever back's 1 1/4 inches, but diamonds start at 1 1/8 inches there. Gonna drape right on down, give you that great movement. I love them because it's diamonds in front of the lever back, a little star meets butterfly meets floral design up top, then into your teardrop with a halo. Do you see how right now it looks like you can't really see the gold? And this is the back. That's the only way you really see the gold. So I don't think it's going to be a big deal what you choose. Just, choose the white or yellow, and I think either way you're just going to get this luxury look. But they are going to be a beautiful earring that I think yellow too is a color that goes with a lot of things. So I think you're going to be really happy with the way that you're going to wear these more often than you may imagine. And when you actually have them and they're in your hands or on your ears, you're going to find that you love wearing them. And, think about the versatility of a yellow diamond and how if you wear a yellow diamond ring, you probably know how versatile that is. Nobody says a yellow diamond has to be worn with yellow attire. So I think we look at the sapphires much the same way. I want to show one on the hand here, or on the hand, or on the ear. We already did on the hand. Now we're going to show you on the ear so you can see what that's all about and get that great, just a viewpoint of the length and the movement. They're always going to stay up front. You're always going to get those diamonds leading down into your sapphire, of course, wrapping around it as well. We're going to make them really affordable for our top of the hour. They are supposed to be $28.88. Bringing them down a lot lower for you. This is just limited, and they are not going to be $2,000 or $19.99. I just think this is elegance. And for the record, we have done these earrings in 2 varieties. We've actually had them with yellow diamonds, and we've had them with white diamonds. And each time, they've been extremely popular. So it speaks to, there's a classic elegance about this earring. It looks very high-end. It is very high-end, but it's going to be with this time the yellow sapphire that are, again, unheated, untreated. Let's blow them out. Take a look close up if you may, and then what we're going to do is give you one of the better values of the night, I believe, and we've had a lot of good ones tonight. And this is going to be better than even $19.99. Huge value right now. Blowout time. I mean, I'm so excited for you here. And when we say they're going to go, they're going to go. There's no question. This is what it's all about. I'm making them $999 a pair for gorgeous, ornate, opulent. I don't mean like red carpet necessarily. I mean, you know your lifestyle better than I do, right? You know what you're comfortable wearing, but I don't think that's so lengthy or so over the top or so diamond intense you can't wear them even daytime. I think it's a fun, happy, brilliant, bright earring. The sapphires are, of course, specialty and rare, and it's $999 for the pair. I'm going to give them 60 seconds, and then we're going to find out who's got them. So specialty. They really, truly are. So specialty. And so unusual to get unheated yellows that match like that. So final call, white, gold, or yellow. Take your pick. Love the diamonds that start here in front of the lever back, then that larger round brilliant, then that little floral butterfly star. I think it looks kind of like all three. And then the halo around that for only $9.99 for the pair. And we got 40 seconds left. Congrats if you get them. I love those. Those are just really good looking earrings, aren't they? Really gorgeous. And it's going to be last call. They're still here at the moment, and we've got a lot more. And of course, if you have any requests for our last 50 minutes, please let us know what those might be. We'll help you out. And speaking of drop earrings, there is a new pair of earrings that I have not even seen anything like this in fine jewelry. So let me flash them since we're on an earring kick anyways. And we will actually talk about yellow diamonds. Among others, we've got white and yellow. Oh, it's interesting. It's a mix. Let me show these to you on the hand here because they're a fantastic drop. Okay, the only challenge here is the styling does not lend itself to sitting alone on our wheel. So they're going to need my help. But the item number here is 9921. Those are white diamonds and yellow diamonds together. Shepherd's hook style. They come with these little silicone stoppers if you need them, which if if you have a piercing where shepherd's hooks tend to work their way out or not, you'll know that. So you know and you decide if you want to use those little silicone stoppers. But this is kind of like a chandelier style, except modern, because a lot of chandelier styles I think look a little bit outdated. This is modern because it's like that waterfall design. It's item number 9921. They're as is in the yellow gold only, but they are 14K, and they're going to get you a 365 total carat weight of mostly larger stones. Everything that's scattered throughout this design, think of it, it truly is. It's like a raindrop cascading waterfall design of an earring, and they are lovely. And I don't know if I've seen a value this good on an earring in a long, long time, especially when it's high-end like this is. I've got to show you up close, though, because the way they're constructed is so well done. Look at the back finishing, too. I mean, for being an open type of style, they have really beautiful gold presence through the rear of the earring. Let me go ahead and show you here up close so we can kind of show you how these move. And the sapphires are still here, and obviously this is that design. So wanted to show you that these are essentially, oh, there are some, wait a minute. I got to lay it down there for a minute. We got to zoom back. There are pinks in here. Oh my goodness. Was not expecting that. There are yellows and white and pink diamonds. Now I'm going to have to hold it up right here so that you can see this is all going to be movable and pliable and all of that. But when they're in the ear, they just perfectly drape. They have positioned those diamonds so they almost interlock while they are a separate seven different fringe styles. But you've got some orange, some yellow, some pink, and then look at the top. Even the multiple colors of natural diamonds in the top, the front of the lever back, and that almost diamond-like shape. So I really wanted you to see just how they're constructed and how they're put together. There's the back and how they're finished. So it's really, really elegant. I also want to, I'm going to take this little stopper off so I can try one on for you. I better do this on my own. Tried to let you see it, but it's going to take my strength here to get that stopper off. That's the whole point. Once it's on, that's what you put, and they don't show. That stopper is not going to show at all. It's just designed to really give you that security because you're going to put that right essentially in back. So you're going to put it right where you would put a butterfly backing. But do you see how, uh-oh, hang on. I've got one of the diamonds going awry here. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. You don't have to go anywhere just because there's nothing to look at. So I just realized I had one of those diamond strands was turned the wrong way. So that's just because I'm putting it on without a mirror here. So, oh, good. We get to see Peanut. That's Peanut in Las Vegas. All right. Now we're ready. There. Thank you so much. Tony, thank you. He's always ready with the cuteness there. But this is the earring. See how much better it looks now? And yet, there's one pair, and again, 7 different strands, the lengthier through the middle. I didn't get you length yet, did I? I got to get you the length. We're going to make it really easy. And this geometric, this is why it's a modern drop and a modern chandelier because of the geometrics at the top. And then what look like, because the rounds are turned a little bit, they almost look like princess cuts, but they're not. They're round brilliants. Let's go back. I need to measure them for you. So let's go back to the hand shot if we can, and I'll get you a quick measurement here. And then we're going to be getting you a huge blowout price. I'm leading up to one of the greatest values I think we've seen in an earring overall. Here's my ruler, so we'll show you there, and let me make sure that I've got these level for you. And they're going to be, total length here is about, wow, this is, yeah, it's a good 2.25 inches or 2 inches and an eighth maybe, so a little over 2 inches, but dazzling. Natural diamonds, love the assortment of colors. That's maybe a dressier earring, but wow, are they going to make a statement? Let's blow them out. It's supposed to be $79.99, and I kid you not, they're $79.99. Then there's my blue marker price that I'm going to make a lot better for you. So how about this? First caller, and obviously you get 2. Here's my other one. I'll show you together. Come with those little silicone stoppers. Other than that, it's a shepherd's hook design, only in the yellow gold. I don't think there's any other way, considering the assortment of those diamond colors. I don't think there's any other way you'd want them. We're making them $2,999. I think that's one of the strongest diamond values we've had, because it's all those different colors, and yet they're well under $1,000 a carat. So that is extraordinary. And if you'd like them, well, obviously time is of the essence here because there's only one pair. And when they are gone, they are gone. And you know, these are the designer pieces that we see one of and never see anything like it again. They don't return. So huge value. And there's what they look like. So you really see that cascading design, always going to sit so that all of those different diamonds face out. What a great looking earring. And for under $3,000 to get you $365 of diamond weight. Will, are you thinking about those or something else? All right, so we're verifying $29.99 right now. Let me know if they need to see them any other angles, up close, on the hand, measurement, or on the ear. Can do all that for you. And again, don't forget that come with that little silicone stopper just if you need it. I never find that I need that, especially with the thickness. This is a much thicker shepherd's hook. See how it's more than just a wire? Sometimes they use the term French wire. I would never use that term on this earring because it's much thicker than a wire style design. A lot of shepherd's hooks are very thin, and then they do tend to, they can work their way out of your piercing. So the stopper's there. I say it's an important enough earring. You probably want to just, it takes no extra time really to pop that on. So probably just out of an abundance of caution, just put that little silicone stopper in the back, and then you'll be assured they're not moving. So $29.99, still verifying. Let me know who's got them. I think we still have the yellow sapphire earrings as well. So 2 incredible pairs of earrings. Is this a function of last hours here? And we've got all these great buys, and they're going to hopefully not stay too long. Let me show you our cashmere. I meant to show this earlier too. Goodness, we were so busy with so many different fabulous items that this one, a special treat here. For our late night Thursday audience, look at this, and we'll show it up close here. This is gorgeous and brand new tonight, and a GIA certified purple sapphire. Sometimes the cashmeres that we've had have been more pinky fuchsia. This is a purple, which makes it even more rare. So you've got quite the looker here, and it's 20033. So, oval stone. Unheated, which there will be a cert from the Mecca. GIA is going to back all this up. We know it's cashmere mined because GIA tells us so. We know it's unheated because they've also denoted that. But it's also a 137 Rovely oval. It really has a little bit between the round and the oval cutting here, which we'll even touch on with the millimeter size of the stone. And it's a carat 05 and a diamond bridge right now in the white gold. Which earring did they like, the diamonds or the sapphires? Diamonds? Sapphires. Diamond earrings are still here. Oh, I hope somebody gets those because I'm really, yeah, I'm tempted on those. Those are very, very special. So it's rare to see a GIA certified cashmere. It's our carat 37, it's a good size. 105 in the diamond weight, white gold only. This one will stay in the white gold. And then let's take a look at this cert from GIA. That's more important than any other cert. We say it with diamonds, but it's true on sapphires too. If you can get a cert, especially when we're talking about an origin as rare as cashmere, you want the experts at GIA who have seen it all. This is the bottom third of your cert, has a photograph and the seal. The midsection of the cert is going to be really your pertinent details here, the important stuff like the carat weight, the millimeter size, which there it is, 1 millimeter differential between width and height. So that does put it into that roval category. And then very important in the comments here, that the origin is listed up top as well as Pakistan cashmere. What that refers to is Pakistan being the origin, but Kashmir being the name of the mine. And then, of course, they talk about where that remote region is, border of the Azad Kashmir in Pakistan. You've got, again, that's what the mine has been referenced for years. It's not been operating or producing in about 100+ years, so it's rare. And then you've got your oval, step cut, brilliant, transparent, purple, corundum, sapphire origin, and no indications of heating. So everything you need to know is in this sapphire origin report from the top gemologist and gemology mines in the world. Here's the ring again. And we'll go ahead and blow it out right now. And you see how there's even a little bit of blue from certain angles. Really intriguing, and no treatment whatsoever. And sapphires are usually going to undergo heat treatment as a rule. So that's why we make an extra, really an extra distinction there to point out to you when a stone is indeed unheated, untreated. That's just so important. Well, we also have a great buy on it. So it's time to dial, one only. Huge opportunity, rare to see something new come out of the cashmere origin ever. And the fact it's here and at a better value than even $12,999. Let me try it on for you too. So you can see this kind of mid-size bridge, but all diamonds. Mid-size, talking about the dimension of it, but every aspect from one side to the other is all diamonds, including these outer rows that are acting as a bridge. It's not just the inside diamonds that are going to be that 2 rows running underneath, but also the outer rows covered in the diamonds as well. You're not paying $99.99. You're not paying $89.79. Now that's where I was supposed to stop. We're going to bring you a better value than even $79.99. We need one collector, late night shopper collector who wants sapphire in its most rare form here. Really is. Sometimes we talk about the colors of sapphires being rare. Well, this is a fancy color, vanadium rich and all, but it's the origin here and the unheated factor that are really propelling this to that higher level of rarity in sapphires. We're not making it $79. I can do one of two things here. We can leave it at $79.99 and probably watch it for 30-second spin and then save it for another day when it's a more proper time to put it up there. Or we can make it go right now in this, yes, later portion of our Thursday, and we can absolutely ensure that it goes by giving you the big discount. Let's pretend it's been here several years. Most of our cashmeres, by the way, were here years before they sold because they had to undergo a number of discounts to get to something affordable. I'm not shying away from being, the first time you've ever seen it. Yeah, late night Thursday night. But you know what? If the price is right, it's going to go. So that's where we're taking it. We're moving it right now. And you're not paying $79, $69, $59, or $49.99 for a 137 cashmere, all natural, unheated. I'll make it $3,999 instead. You get, of course, the cert with it. You get the tremendous diamond weight around it, under it, over the top, on the bottom. And $39.99 is your new price on the new piece, but it's pretending it's been here for years. That is how we do it. And that's how we can just take a really instant favorite and just send it out to the collector, because that's the thing. Collectors who watch these pieces for, sometimes it's months, sometimes it's years. If it's a really high-end collectible, that's great. But when it finally, eventually, we say we got to move it and it gets the discount, what if that collector's not there at that moment, at that day? So this is the way we say, go ahead and take it now. It may be brand new. You're getting first dibs and probably the only chance at it because it is just so luxury and rare, and that's the one to steal. $39.99 started at $13, and then supposed to be dropped only to $79.99. And that was where it should remain, but we are taking it down for an extra level. I do want to show you a quick wheel that we have. We have some great pieces on a wheel tonight that are very well-known pieces here because they're some of our best of the best, and we're going to make it a priority to get them all at home. So we have 4 incredible museum pieces coming up for you. We're going to send them out. They're all very large individual pieces. They'll include Kunzite and Imperial and very special Tahitian pearl, and even one of our in-demand colors of tourmaline is here as well. So I'm going to be building a wheel. Let's see who's got our Cashmere unheated. Cashmere, GIA certified. Sometimes our sapphires usually are certified by AGL or AGT. This is actually GIA. Incredibly important cert. And then the wheel. Thank you so much. This one's gone. Enjoy. And just like that, we've got a lot of people on the phone lines calling in. So let me build this wheel starting, and I know this one's probably not the best idea because each piece is so individually large. It's going to take a lot of room to show you 4 pieces, but that's how we're starting. I am such a sucker for these ombre diamond designs. I love them. I just can't get enough. And with the pearl, oh, look how pretty. Then some really large Kunzite for anybody? How about Imperial? Actually, I'm going to put this on the side. Then we've got a little break from our goldens here on either left and right. This is the Tahitian pearl. Those are natural diamonds, ombre, in black rhodium, some white diamonds on the side edge as well, and pave. Then we have our Imperial topaz decked out with baguettes that are all tapered in a double halo. Then the Kunzite, which is a 2437, and this is the magical color of really bright apple green, tourmaline, and a neon at that. So tremendous 4 here. We've got museum muscos and a major value coming your way. Thank you so much on the Cashmere. Still waiting for somebody to get those yellow diamond chandelier style earrings, and then anything on this wheel. I mean, this is important. Let's take, this is the smallest ring up there, right? No doubt. So let me just make sure you understand first how these begin, because that's the smallest of any of the rings, and that is gem packed. $13.75 on that apple green tourmaline. Yes? Yes, the Kunzite. Let's go to that 2437 Kunzite. This is important because that really is. It's a very large assortment. Here's our 2437. Now, Joyce, that one stays in the white gold, but nice angle. Wow, it's bigger than my signet ring. And it's 2437. That's why. 31 points in diamonds on the sides. And that's a specialty. Yes, pink, but yes, purple, but a lot of blues coming through on that emerald cut. The way it shines off those step facets. That's white gold only. Let me also show you, we might as well go around the horn here. Let's show you that beautiful Tahitian pearl with all those natural different colors of diamonds. Yes, Jess. Hi. Oh, of course. We'll try it on again, Sherry. No problem. Thank you. So this is the Tahitian pearl, concave design pear shape of the ombre diamonds, white diamonds along the very edge and pave in the sides. That is a huge 13 millimeter Tahitian pearl. That's all set in 18 karat gold, by the way. And then the rest are 14. So this one's the 18K, the rest are 14K. Let's go ahead and blow them out. Then I'll try on the Imperial, but Sherry wants to see her piece on the hand one more time. So let me grab that for her. And then we've got somebody already verifying on the Kunzite. So please don't wait on any of these 4. Sherry, thank you so much. Here's your ring. And right now, Jess, it's about a size, I think it says 7, but it feels a little larger than that. But we can obviously accommodate her, whatever she needs. Come on in early. So congrats again, Sherry. Thank you so much. Enjoy your Cashmere. I know you will. You got one of the buys of the night. So well done again. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go back to our wheel here. All 4 of these pieces are going to be the same price. And supposed to be $79.99. Well, I've already done a number on those price tags tonight. So instead of $79.99, better value. And Tony, I just love seeing Peanut in my preview monitor. Thank you. Thank you for leaving her there so I can see my cute little girl, my cute little baby doll. But if you'd like anything up here, please dial because they're not $79. Oh, it's a museum wheel. Actually, I've got a couple gold restrictions. Everything, everything is. Even the pearl doesn't say it is, but it is. They all have to stay as they are. Well, that should tell you something about the value that is forthcoming. They all have to stay. So that's yellow gold on the tourmaline, white gold on the Imperial, white gold and black rhodium on the pearl, and then white gold on the Kunzite. But I got a better value, and they're all one-onlys. So whatever you do, please dial early. Please, please, please. Too many people missing out tonight just because they're a little bit tardy on the lines. We want to make sure you get your favorites right now and not spend $79, $69, $59. This one's going to be a shocker. And let me try on the Imperial because I didn't do that yet, but we got to make sure these values are so good that they will, every single one of them go. They have to. They just simply have to. Now, this may be the most important one to see on the hand because of all the tapered baguettes and watching them move. I would buy this ring for the mounting. The Imperial's huge. It's a 188, but get it for the 188 for real, the same exact carat weight. Okay, so it's 188 in diamonds, 188 in the Imperial. Okay, good. So you've got almost 2 carats of tapered baguettes in the double halo. You must try this ring. It's so beautiful. If you love baguettes and you love, I don't know, it looks like a disco ball to me. It looks like just mirrors. When diamonds can still be brilliant, but they look like mirrors, you're going to get a different effect than any other type of ring. And they're not $59, $49, $39. Watch this. Not even $29.99 tonight. We're in last call. We have 32 minutes in the show. We're not even asking for $29.99. Huge value right now. I can't believe it. And truth be told, I think we could really leave those there for 60 seconds and be completely sold out of all 4. I'm not leaving them at $29.99. It gets better. It does. It's getting better. Call me. We still only have 1 caller on the phone lines for any of these 4. Should I even go lower? I will. I'll be happy to. But it's not going to be 28, 27, 26, 25. Okay, this is the immediate. If there was ever a wheel to take all 4, it's this one. They're all so different. They're all so diverse. And this price tag is too low. It's not even $25.99 a ring. Blowout time. Only $2,499 for any one of them. And keeping in mind how really, really, really large and important they all are. What a wheel right there. What a wheel. And 60 seconds. Take them all. Take them all. Look at that Imperial. Just even on the wheel, look at those baguettes go. There is a reflection unlike anything else when you've got baguettes tapered. Remember, they're still going seamlessly around the pear shape, creating that double halo with all those curves. So that means they're not just regular baguettes. These are tapered baguettes. They look amazing. $24.99. Amazing value. Okay, so that's the final 35 seconds. On the Kunzite, the Tahitian, I will take that Tahitian in a heartbeat. That is a good one. We are last call. If I can bring any of them forward individually and put up the graphics, I'd also be happy to do that. I had to do that on an Opal wheel earlier, and that helped them out. Because sometimes with bigger pieces, you got to see the details. We've talked about it, but it's another thing to see it. So let me do that. If you have a favorite, let's just bring it on in. Like, let me know, Will, if they're thinking about one of them, and we'll just show it up close. Give you all the details in graphic form so you can really evaluate how good this value is. Apple green tourmaline, $13.75, carat weight there with 31 points in diamonds. 188 and 188, that's the easy one. That's 188 across the board. 188 in diamonds, 188 in topaz. Then we've got the 13 millimeter Tahitian. Diamond weight on this one, 2.5 carats in diamonds. 2.5. And then we go over to the apple green tourmaline. That's going to be, that's the $13.75, and then we go right behind that, the $24.37 Kunzite emerald cut. Does anybody have anything on this wheel or have any questions about them? We'll be happy to help you out. And pearl, oh, you're taking my pearl. That's the one I wanted, Will. That's the one I wanted. Pearl's gone. Congratulations. There's the inside. Remember, that was all 18 karat solid gold. Thank you so much. Did they see it on the hand, or do you want to see it again? And the Kunzite is still here, Joyce? But do we have a request to show, or are we all good? Oh. We'll call them Cinderella. Small, just a little small, but not too small. Don't make it too small. So what are they thinking? Maybe 15 carats? We must have something, no? No, not yet? Okay. Well, this one's already gone. Congratulations. Pearl's gone. Should we just show these one by one by one? Because I really think at $24.99, they should be all going. Not just the pearl, but the Kunzite and the tourmaline and the Imperial. And boy, this has been the most, I think, really, truly beautiful Imperial night we've ever had. Let me go ahead and start there. We're going to just bring it up close. I can't leave them here. If they're $24.99, I can't bring them back on a future show for a better price. So let's show you 9288. That's the one that, no surprise, 9288 is the number. It should be 9188 because it's the 188 Imperial and 188 in diamonds. But that is going to be 9288, and just take a look at it up close. It's a really, really good ring and very premium diamonds. We know 188 is a lot of diamond weight, but it's how we got there. It's the beauty and the quality of those individual stones that really makes the big difference here. You've got a 188 Imperial, which I think that, I don't know, this is throwing me for a loop because I think that the Imperial looks bigger and I think the diamond weight looks bigger. Should we just double check all that? Because I feel like everything about that looks just, and it seems too coincidental maybe, I don't know, that they're 188, 188. I think you're getting more. But either way, $24.99 if you'd like it. Then we have the stunning apple green, pear-shaped tourmaline. It's beautiful. It's item number 7474. And that would be a really, really special way to get a clean, look how clean, neon, like it's a bright, beautiful Congo stone, but beautiful bright apple greens to it, a little bit of golden yellows to it as well, a little wave design of bigger diamonds down the sides of the band. That'll be 7474, 1375, and 31 points in diamonds that you see right there. That stays in the yellow gold, $24.99. One of our brighter, more beautiful, really effervescent type stones. And then we've got the Kunzite coming in for a last look here, up close and personal. And then we're going to see, gosh, we're wrapping up the show here shortly, but we've got a lot to show you still, including alexandrite, which is very special, really high quality stone. Here's the Kunzite. Now, I know this was a little too large for somebody. We're looking, I think we're going to have to make them something a little smaller. But if you are into the bigger gems, this is certainly it. This is going to be item number, and it'll kind of wrap up this wheel. 9418 is your number. Stays in the white gold. It's 24 carats 37 with 31 points in diamonds on the sides. Now, it's truly the sides. Think of it like a wall of gold that goes right up to the edge there, and then those diamonds are pave set within a line in that side detail. So it's really sleek. I mean, it really makes sense when you've got a step faceting this large. You know, it's really tailored to that. We go to painstaking lengths to make sure that the designs are always really appropriate for the stone. The stone is the inspiration most of the time for whatever jewelry piece that you're discovering. So it's the stone here, you can see, I think, the whole inspiration behind it with that 31 points in diamonds. I'll try it on again. This is also $24.99. So you see right there those bright blues. So before we think about really good Kunzite being pink, but then some purple, this is really purple with some blues. So it's a next step up in saturation. Then we've got, I'm going to try to make something affordable before our night is over here. Not easy to do when we've got all these museum pieces, but we're certainly doing the best we can on affordability. But I do have something special here for our alexandrite lovers. And you know, this is really, I'm not going to call it museum because really we expect to have big size as well. But in the alexandrite world, this is considered a large size. I'm just going to try on this Kunzite because we're verifying on this one still. Want you to see it from all the angles. Now get your true proper size and it will not move when it's on the hand. This is a little large for me, so it tends to move a little bit. But if you get your true size, whatever you wear, it's going to sit with that stone really centered up on top of your finger where you want it to be. And it's a specialty piece, $24.99. But again, it's $100 a carat is what that comes down to be. Free gold, free diamonds, and $100 a carat just is not exactly what we're used to seeing with major museum level Kunzite. Which one? The aqua from earlier? Are you talking about the cushion cut? Okay, I think it's sold, but let me go ahead and show it again for you. Cushion cut, aqua, here it is. This one's already sold, but I'm just gonna flash it here on the hand. And Will, who got your pearl? Okay. Who? Oh, Mary. Thank you, Mary. Joyce, did you have a message of some kind? Oh. Oh, you were trying to tell me instead of waiting for what? Oh, okay. Mary from where? Now, what did you say earlier? The Opal lady? From Illinois. Hi, Mary. Oh, thank you, Mary. Now, Mary, if you ever get bored of that pearl, 460 Cloverleaf is my address, okay? 460 Cloverleaf, Baldwin Park, California, zip code 91 something, something, something. I should know my address, shouldn't I? Well, yes. All right, so just let me know, Mary. I love that pearl, and I know you will too. So let's go back to our Kunzite. Now I can't stop thinking about that pearl. Okay, so next up, I'm going to show you an alexandrite. Started to tell you a little bit about this special stone. It's 0011 is the item number, and we're going to have to come in, because this is extremely high quality alexandrite. Alexandrites, it's rare, so we forgive a lot of aspects, and we're willing to forego if it's not perfect or not super clean. Listen, it's a stone that changes color. So as long as it's 100% color change, sometimes we'll dismiss the fact that it's got some clarity issues or the fact that maybe it's not ideal color. This, ladies and gentlemen, ideal. It is 11 is that number. It's brand new. It's a 51 pointer, which is still a very large size for alexandrite. We know that. Brazilian material, perfect blues and greens. It's an elongated oval, so it does look bigger than a 51 pointer. I will tell you that. Split shank with a big diamond. Well, actually, is it 2 big diamonds, 3 big diamonds right there set within that split shank, and then the halo. So keeping it really classic. It's also beautiful pairing with the Wonder Ring, I might add, and it's 41 points in diamonds. So all we need to do right now is make sure that, I know we're in the waning moments of our Thursday. It's about 21 minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and welcome your requests here because I've shown you just about everything we have tonight. So if there are any requests whatsoever, please let me know what those requests might be. We'll help you out there. But this is our 51 pointer. I want to try it on. I wish I had the Wonder Ring out here. It would be stunning with it. It really is the right everything for the Wonder Ring. So if you already have that or own that, beautiful. If you want to add, maybe on certain days you wear it solo and on other days you want to dress it up with a lot more diamond weight, feel free. But it is $29.99 doesn't exactly put it in that category I'm looking for the last 20 minutes of the show. So here's what I'm going to do instead. If you would like this alexandrite in any gold color you want, in any size you need, it is not going to be $29.99 as it's supposed to be tonight. And you are getting over a ½ carat. It's an achievement to get over a ½ carat in an Alex. This is that color changing from blue-green out of Brazil to beautiful red. So keep all that in mind when it's not even $29.99 or $19.99. Tell you what, make it really simple and easy here. I'm going to blow it out right now, and we're going to find out. Somebody's going to really be excited about this because I'm not even asking for $19.99, and such a wearable design, such a beautiful look. Like I said, options to dress it up with a Wonder Ring if you choose, but it's not even going to be $19.99. I'm truly supposed to auction it starting at more money than that, and that's not going to happen. I waited. It might be a good idea if we were an hour into the show, or if we were even 2 hours, but the fact that we have like 19 minutes left, I can't be auctioning this at $3,500 to start. So here's what I'll do. I'm making it better than $19.99. The very, very first caller, let's make it easy. I'll do it for $999 only. And that's it, $999. For 51 points of alexandrite, 100% color changing material as well, and one of the most beautiful, just keeps it classic, but it's not basic. Classic and basic sometimes get interchanged. I think there's a difference. And classic can be rather basic, but this is keeping the design classic, but still interest, still uniqueness, that split shank with the bigger stones in between, the halo design around it, wearable by anybody of any age, and June's birthstone no less. I know pearl is also a June birthstone, but so is alexandrite. So you've got maybe your unusual way to get a birthstone if you're born in the month of June. And a last call on that one. just really need to make that. That's how you just, you know, I don't have a lot of affordable sitting here in front of me, so I just chose a really important stone and decided to make it affordable for you right here before we sign off. So we have about 18 minutes. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see. If there's anything we can go back to a vault and bring out for you, we'd love to do it. If there's something you'd like to see, actually, I do have a recap. Wait a minute. There are some important pieces I have to bring back out. And it would start with the opals. I think, if I am not mistaken, I have 2 of our opal specials remaining. It may be 3. 2 or 3 of our opals. But I also happen to have, we have the Imperials, we have the 222 champagne diamond, and we also have the sapphire slice earrings. So looking forward to that. Let me make sure you see what these are all about. They were up here much earlier tonight. Got to make sure you see these because I think as far as value is concerned, we've seen a lot of them tonight, but this is a really, really, really good one. And this is kind of fun because look at this mosaic style of, I cannot get a grip on that, shepherd's hook. This is all the way around. So let's kind of take a look at each one from this angle because it doesn't matter which is front, back, sides, because you're going to be able to see all these different stones from all the different angles. Now, I wouldn't even call these necessarily slices of sapphire. They're just still going to be faceted stones here, but you have just a beautiful way that they're set, bezel set, then all the bezels connect in a spherical design. I'm sorry, my head spins thinking about how difficult this would be to make. Like, that's a complex earring. You're dealing with all different shapes and sizes of stones. You've got every single one bezel. There's a lot of labor there. You're putting the bezels together and then creating a sphere out of them. It's really complex. And they're 18 karat gold, 9779, 18 karat yellow gold only, shepherd's hook design. Let's take a look because it's got that chain link that's going to lead. So there's almost a modern edge to this beauty, and you're getting 7 karat 63 of sapphires with your 18 karat yellow gold, and we only have 1 pair, and they are $999. Those are worth, I think, seeing again, don't you think? At $999 for 1.5 inches in length. I'll show them to you again here from a distance away so you can see what they look like. We love the beautiful multicolors too. I mean, think about it. We see multicolors in rings often, not as much in an earring, but makes sense. You want something that's going to go with everything. They're not like bright, loud colors necessarily, but they're intriguing and different, and you really are able to see all the different colors you have. This is a little viewpoint. We're, again, taking you all the way around, 360 degrees, front, sides, back, and then the other side. So notice how all these different colors, it's goldens, it's pinks, it's purples, it's cornflower blue, sapphires, all together, every one of them is beautiful and cut to perfection. And then you've got this length here with that drop style. It's basically 1.5 inches, and they are going to be only $999, $763. I'm going to go back and try one on real quick, and then you can take a look at that close-up there. And again, shepherd's hook design, so really good look. They may already be gone, but let's see here one more time on the ear so you can just check them out if you missed them earlier and see that length and how that length looks from a distance away like you see right there. So really, I love the idea that they're going to look good from all the angles as well. They're not just, you don't have to be, someone doesn't have to be straight on looking at you straight on to see the beautiful cuts and colors of your sapphires. They're going to see them from the sides and from the profile and from the back. So $999 is a huge value. Let's take another close-up look, and then we'll be able to see who's got them. Any other requests you have? Last 15 minutes are now upon us. Thursday wrapping up here shortly, so we're just looking to see who's got them. Yes. Oh, good. Thank you so much. So we're verifying on the Alexandrite. Now we're looking for a verification on the multicolored sapphire earrings. I do have an interesting chameleon diamond blowout. Round chameleon diamond, GIA certified, a 1/2 carat. Oh, yeah, that's got to come up. So maybe we skip recaps and just show you more brand new on the museum level that's discounted. That'll be even more fun. So let me give you a look at the 7869 and a certified chameleon. All of our chameleons are certified, by the way. These earrings are here at the moment, but don't think those are long for the world. Here's the round chameleon with, I think, or what it's worth, chameleons all have a slightly different color to start, and then they have a different color change. This is that color I think is the prettiest by far, where it's an element of like a blue-green. It's like a subtle blue-green, vibrant color. Remember, natural, but also changes color. And not many stones in the world can do it. And this is a diamond that changes color, and they don't even know exactly why. So let's take a look. It's actually $78.69. It looks like Tony will be a little flexible on the gold color. If you absolutely have to have it in the white or the rose, I know we can do that. It might take a few extra days, but we can make it happen. But take a look at that mounting, a carat 11 in diamonds. How large are those outside diamonds there? You have a little bit of pave in the first inner floral, but then look at the outsides where the petals want to meet. And they're brought together by those really big jumbo diamonds. Take a look at the cert though, because a 50-point chameleon diamond is rare. They call it a fancy light grayish yellow green. I see a little bit of blue in there. So it's an SI2, and it's got strong yellow fluorescence. That is indicative of the color change. And then of course in the comments they tell you what a chameleon is. How does it change based on temperature and light? So left when heated up, like in a hot car on a summer day, you've got a really, high temperature, right? That's when you're going to pick up your stone and then see it's now a bright, strong yellow color. And then once it cools back down to room temperature, it's going to be that more gray, yellow, green or gray green, where you've got that little bit of that almost blue is how it reads to me. Just visually, in person, but it's a really, really good stone, and it's a huge blowout price, and it's one of the rarest stones or diamonds you could ever own, and we've got a $99.99 price tag that's going to go to the wayside because we got a better value for you tonight. End of the show is near. Hopefully we're verifying on those sapphire earrings. Still have a couple pieces from that big museum wheel too, like the Kunzite. Okay, so still waiting on the sapphire earrings. Chameleon time is now. $49.99 is half off, but let's take it lower than that. First caller, that's going to be it. First caller, $4,499 on our chameleon. The chameleon worth a million is really what they should be called. Because truth be told, that's not even, I've never seen one in a store. I haven't seen one at an auction house. So how do you compare their price tags? Where should they be? How much should they be? How much could they be? Well, they're kind of in that priceless category, because if there's not a really definitive for instance out there, if there's not an actual comparison price, how do you even put together a value on them? That's when you know it's rare. When you could scour the world, and there's a lot of jewelry out there, there's a lot of gems out there, there's a lot of people that do rare pieces, but you don't find chameleons every day. Let me try it on as well. It's beautiful on. It creates almost like when we saw earlier tonight, there was a big diamond ring that had all just pure diamonds, white diamonds every which way. This kind of feels like that, and just the overall creates this kind of medallion, more floral than it is circular, but really big important diamonds individually over there. $44.99, only one. Let's see who's got it. So Jess, what did you pick up? Oh, the pear-shaped Imperial. Of course, you got it. I actually think we're actually shortchanging them on the graphics. I think it's bigger carat weights, but we're going to show it again. You got it. So $44.99 on the chameleon. Let me put this back down for a look, and then we're going to do a quick little recap of the Imperial from the wheel, because that's now picked up, but they just want to see it one more time. So Tony, it was item number 9288, and it was, again, this is the one I was saying is listed as 188 in the Imperial and 188 in the diamonds, but I don't know, it looks like a lot more than that. So here's the Imperial. So Frank, Mary Jane, thank you so much. And that's the piece. Let me go ahead and, zoom back a little bit. Need a lot more room on that. Now that's, I'm assuming that's, Oh, not this one. Oh, I know which one then, the pink diamond one. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so not this one. Zero. They're freaking out right now. Frank, Mary Jane, I thought it was this one. Hold on, it's the other pear shape from earlier. It's my favorite. You should have just said the one you want to buy, Lolo, that one. Then I would have known. Although I'll take the 188 too, but this is really, oh, I'm so glad they got this one. Do you think Mary Jane's going to be wearing that? Yeah, 0012. I don't know what other jewelry she has, but I can have a very strong feeling that's going to be your new favorite. So 12 is the number, carat 75. They just want to see all the info again. This is her new ring, and congratulations, because that is a beauty. $29.99 and just fabulous. Pink diamonds at 9 points, 63 points in the white diamonds. It's now spoken for, which is good news. It means that Imperial with all the baguettes is still here for somebody. And the chameleon is still here for somebody. Chameleon, worth $1 million. Yes. Oh, yes, the oval black opal from the wheel, like earlier, the one that was kind of neon. I called it neon, yes. Let me show that again. Here it is. That would be item number 7482. So thank you, Frank. Thank you, Mary Jane and Joy. And then, Joyce, let me know if 7482 is the one you're talking about. I bet it is. Could it be that black opal out of Lightning Ridge with the 513 size and the 27 points in the diamonds? Is it that one? With all the, and watch this, when I darken the light a little bit, better color, a lot. What happens if I block? No, that's too dark. that's like, uh-oh, we're gone. No, this is better. See, full light. Do you see? This is a little more indicative of what you're going to see in person. That was $9.99. And I like that it's got this little lotus blossom detail. It looks like a little lotus flower on each side. Very om, peaceful serenity, that kind of thing. Our chameleon is still here. Let me try on this opal too, just so you can see it on the hand. One more time. This is the opal on the hand from a distance. Yeah, look at that color. Australian, $9.99, 27 points in the diamonds. We had a couple other opals that were the Ethiopian. Yeah, of course, yes. Let's take a look at the close-up, and then we'll show you the back. So you can see it's actually going to be, oh, look at this. That's a little bit of the host rock there. They do this. They don't usually, you see, on a black opal, they don't polish the inside. I mean, they only do on certain occasions if it's some kind of freaky double-sided stone. This is a little bit of the matrix or the host rock, and then you still see the color because it's natural through and through. So you still are going to see some of the colors, but there it is from the side profile, the front, the other side. Oh, there's those pinks and those orange and those purples coming through as well. It's only $9.99, and we're verifying on this one as we are recapping it. For a caller on the line. One more thing. I have an emerald cut diaspora. It's the color changing diaspora too. Our chameleon is still here, by the way. Chameleon at $44.99 for a half-carat stone. And then Joyce is verifying on this one. Let me know if you have any other questions about it. We are down to about 6 minutes now in the show. Yikes, not a lot of time. So diaspora, time to show you the big-time diaspora. This is sold. Thank you so much. Here is the super beautiful, elongated emerald cut. Yes, Will?
Can you show me the tourmaline again?
I'm sorry, what?
Can you show me the apple green tourmaline?
Oh, yes, apple green. Yes, let's show it. Before we get to the diaspora, I just had deja vu, you guys. Just literally deja vu. Did you already pick this one up? Oh, we're just going to show it again. It's another one from that museum wheel. It's item number 7474, and that is the 1375 bright neon apple green tourmaline, and then it has the 31 points in diamonds. It's almost like a wave design band, subtle, not like, you know, super scallopy detail, but just a little bit of that curve to the band and the diamonds on the sides leading up to that basket, holding that 1375 ultra clean. That is a neon stone. That's why it looks, for all intents and purposes, if you had a gemologist or anybody who knows gemstones and they looked at this and you said just site ID it, they would probably say Cuprian or i.e. Paraiba because of its neon. Usually that's a color kind of level or temperature you really only see with a neon stone that has copper content. So fabulous. Fabulous to see this clarity. It's not a super elongated pear shape. It's a big stone, but it's not the elongated pear shape. It's more of a rounded pear shape, as we'd call it, kind of a little shorter design in the pear shape. So really well done here. And it's also $24.99. So that is a huge value. Wanted to bring that out before we run out of time. That was, I think, a request, right? Just to recap it, revisit it, see it one more time, and I'll try it on the hand for you as well. And then, are we going to have time for anything else? We might. So let's just see who's got this one. Of course, as these pieces get their second, sometimes third view, keep in mind that a lot of people might be also considering it right along with you. So we want to make sure that, you know, you are aware there's only one ring, one stone. We can't divvy it up. So this is the time to pick it up. Who got the opal, by the way? Janet, thank you. It's a it's a stone that she's going to be like we say so often with opals. You're going to be very impressed, Janet. It looks a lot better in person than it does on TV. So if you liked it on TV, you're going to love it in person. So thank you so much, Janet. Enjoy it. $24.99 on our bright neon apple green tourmaline, and then we'll see it one more time on the hand, or rather up close, and then we're going to see if we have time for something else. But that one's got to go, and this has been an in-demand color. I've had some similar stones recently with some similar colors that are very bright, and then of course it sells, and we have other people who would like something like it. So huge opportunity here at $24.99. Let me go ahead and flash in this diaspora because you already had a little look at it. 8239 is an 1159. Beautiful. I mean, really striking. Pinks and purples already coming through. The golden colors coming through on the stone are what inspired us to put the yellow gold, and that's where it's going to stay. It's 42 points in the double row in the white diamonds that kind of link up on the sides here that really follow the lines of the stone. So again, the stone being the inspiration behind the design itself, and it's our stunning, high clarity, largest stone I believe we have in the diaspora category right now. And that changes to a beautiful rosy pink color in incandescent light. It's brought down. You know what? We're running out of time. We have 2.5 minutes. I'm making this one. It was $99.99 once upon a time. How about a fairy tale price tag? It's going to be $2,499 only on that one and one alone. So that is our super elongated diaspora. I would encourage you to ask about anything you've seen. If you want to check on availability, this is the perfect time to do it as we round out our last final 2 minutes. And then we are going to be welcoming you to join us tomorrow night. Of course, Friday nights are now an online exclusive show, and it now starts at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you're with us for that early start, but it's not, you know, or it's only earlier. Now it's, I think, this best suited time for our East Coasters. So that's online only. And then, of course, we're back on television over the weekend. And I have to remind you, we have a big premiere coming up Saturday and Sunday. It's both days. So we've got a couple of items, and we're going to give you a nice variety. So Saturday, Sunday, be with us on those days to see a stone that we've never seen in jewelry before. It's a highly collectible stone. I'm so excited to bring that to you. So that's going to be happening this weekend. So reminder, that's the next time we're on television for you guys on Direct and Dish and Spectrum and all those, Verizon and Fios and all that. So make sure you join us for the big premiere. And we have 1:25. I'm going to try on this diaspora really quickly for you. Kept it clean as far as an undergallery behind it because it is such a clean stone. So it would be a bit wrong to add an undergallery and take away from the clarity of the stone. So we have our final minute left. This also being under $24.99. The green tourmaline is still here. The chameleon diamond is still here for $44.99. And a couple of our crystal opals from way earlier in the show, they were $9.99 and they're still here as well. So anything we can help you with, holler at us now. And don't forget that we have got, again, we're open on the phone lines for a few minutes after we go off the air as well. So never hesitate to call us for any reason whatsoever. Thank you again for being with us on this Thursday night. How much fun has this been to discount all these brand new items and really high-end luxury items? And we'll keep that going as we like to do. So $24.99 on the diaspora. Make sure you grab that. The Imperial from the wheel, the big pear shape with the baguettes, that's here at $24.99. What else? Chameleon. The chameleon's a must-have. Chameleon is one to consider. So give us a call. We'll be here for a few minutes after we go out there to help you out. Same phone number, so dial it right now so you know how to reach us. And thanks again for being with us on this Thursday evening. Again, tomorrow online with Joyce. So tomorrow online, 5 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And thank you so much. I'll see you back on Saturday and Sunday. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.